in the local paper, they wrote an article about Foster Moreau. Not only 23 receptions, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns, but when he's been targeted, he's been reliable. And Spencer Rattler, he's thrown him 8 targets, 8 receptions. I'm sure the Packers are aware of this, has a perfect quarterback rating. That I could see trying to get the ball out of your hands. That what do you think that strategy? Maybe trying to utilize the tight ends, considering you don't have the top receivers playing. How would that work? You think as far as scheme against Green Bay with the tight ends?
Well, I've been noticing Juwan Johnson's played a little more wide receiver recently, and he's a former wide receiver, as I'm sure you're aware. In college, at least, and so they'll split him out a little bit. He can do some things downfield. Foster Morrow's good, solid tight end. No question about that. Big target, presents himself well in the seam, and there's a reason why he's been as successful as he has been. We were looking forward to seeing MVS back here in Lambeau Field. Unfortunately, he won't play tonight, and Chris Olave is a great player, and it's just unfortunate. This is a battle of attrition in the NFL, especially at this time of year. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the best the Saints have to offer in that regard.
Wayne, thank you so much for the time. Hopefully we're seeing you and the Green Bay Packers down here come February. Appreciate the time.
That'd be great. Thank you, guys.
All right, Wayne.
That was Wayne Larrivee, voice of the Green Bay Packers. We're taking a break here on the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff. We're at the Rouse's Market, 2900 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie. Shop and save at Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Taking a break and coming back with more right after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
If you're needing to relocate across town or across the country, there is no job too big or too small for John Fayard Moving and Warehousing. The official mover of the New Orleans Saints for well over a decade, they offer red carpet, white glove office and household relocations at competitive rates. Moving is stressful and exhausting. Allow John Fayard Moving and Warehousing to ease your mind and your muscles. Call 228-864-2262 or visit johnfayardwarehouse.com today to schedule a survey or book your move.
It's not about how you start the job. It's whether or not you finish that counts. The Ford F-150 truck can help. With the freedom to choose between available gas, Power Boost Hybrid, or all-electric powertrains, you'll have the power, capability, and efficiency you need to get the job done right. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 straight years. Ford F-150 and your Southern Quality Ford dealer. Official truck of the New Orleans Saints.
Caesars Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of the New Orleans Saints. Download the app using promo code SAINTS1000 and place your first bet. If you win, great. If not, you'll get it back as a bonus bet up to $1,000. Open to new users in Louisiana who are 21 or older. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City and Caesars New Orleans. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned is a bonus bet. Bonus bet expires 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards.
Time out. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromi with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Let's get ready for some football. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Saints game. And even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close.
Oh my God!
Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Woo! Learn more at Verizon.com/access.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you. For more information, visit ochsner.org/sportsmedicine.
The first quarterback to take the Saints to the playoffs, Bobby Hebert, weekdays at 4 on WWL. Back to the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff with the Cajun Cannon Bobby Hebert and Steve Geller on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
We're wrapping up here the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff. Always fun at the Rouse's Market. We're here at the Vets, one on Vets in Metairie, currently on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network, gearing up for Saints versus the Green Bay Packers Monday Night Football, and in legendary Lambeau Field and Cajun Cannon. Obviously, when you look at this Packers bunch, a franchise and even their colors, very well known throughout the NFL, and throughout everybody knows about the Green Bay Packers franchise.
If you love professional football, you should take a trip to Lambeau Field. It's like the Mecca.
Yeah.
You know, every religion, like, you know, and you want to go to Rome, if you're Roman Catholic, you know, you want to go to Mecca or so, but then, you know, Muslim, whatever. But if you look at Green Bay, that is...
You only need maybe like 3 days there and you're good.
Yes. But look, it was founded in August. Green Bay Packers were founded on August 11, 1919 by former high school football Earl Curly Lambeau and George Whitney Calhoun. Now, no one knows Mr. Calhoun, but we know Lambeau, Curly Lambeau. Now, he solicited for $500 for uniforms and equipment from his employer. You know, like, how you get the name Packers?
Yeah.
Well, it's from the Indian Packing Company on the condition that the team be named after its sponsor. So that's why I know what's a Packer.
Meat packing company.
Yes, Indian Packing Company, and that was purchased by 1920 by the Acme Packing Company, and they continue to support the team. Now, the Lambeau, a Notre Dame alum, borrowed the Irish's navy blue and gold team colors. As a result, the early Packers were often referred to as the Bays or the Blues, and the Big Bay Blues. So a lot
Say
of
that fast. Big Bay Blues.
Big Bay Blues. She-shell on a seashore. So that was definitely that connection between Notre Dame and Green Bay. Now, by 1950, Green Bay replaced the navy blue with the Kelly green, but kept what was then a lighter shade of athletic gold, which we know now. But if you look at it, in 1958, Kelly green was replaced by a darker hunter green, and the athletic gold has served as the team colors ever since. You know that G, like you see that G, no matter what color, like, you know, whether it's not Georgia Bulldog, you think of Green Bay.
Yeah.
But when you see that G, but no,
it's hard to call that, though, even gold for them.
No, it looks like yellow to me.
Me too.
The Saints are gold.
Right, exactly.
The Saints are gold. Purdue's gold. Wake Forest is gold. But no, LSU's purple and gold. No, it's yellow. Green Bay's yellow too.
Pittsburgh's yellow. I hate when they say black and gold for them.
No, we're the black and gold.
Right.
Now, hopefully, in the future, black and gold in the Super Bowl. I know it ain't gonna happen this year, obviously.
No, we got eliminated over the weekend, and that was obviously we knew was coming.
Yeah, and boy, that'll be interesting to see how that's going to go. We might play the spoiler role. We still got to play Tampa Bay, the last game of the season at Tampa,
and they need to win out.
And the Saints have always played well in Tampa. So that we whooped them last year. Remember, we knocked out Baker Mayfield. I remember him kind of all hunched over on the bench and stuff. So we still can have an impact on the postseason, not being in it, but maybe still have on the outcome of the NFC South.
I know you talked about, obviously, the turnover battle in this game is obviously vital. What is key for you two in this matchup, Bobby? Obviously, the team is so depleted offensively. It's really hard to look and rely on any playmakers, figuring this Packers defense is probably going to key on the run and dare Spencer Rattler to throw the football.
Well, I think something simple as You can win ugly, whatever, but can we take away the football and can we protect it? Can we, I guess, be lucky? I don't know. You get a scoop and score or, a pick six or something, or they phone the ball.
Hey, maybe special teams with Darren Rizzi can help inspire a return somehow.
I think it's going to take that kind of effort. Nothing wrong with being lucky. Sometimes you better be lucky than good as long as you come out on top. But, no, this would be an upset. But I still think that without even winning, that's a lot of points. If you have a little money on the game.
Yeah.
That's always surprising in our segment this week. You took the Packers given the points.
Well, then I changed, though.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So I said the Packers will win like 27-13. That's what I told the Silver Slipper. I think more like 27-13, so the Saints would cover. And 27-13.
I had the Saints covering, too. I think it's a big number for them. They've been playing hard in tight games.
Yeah. So, I just started to change a little bit, 13.5, 14.5. No, the Saints should cover. Come on. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't count. But at that big a point spread, no, come on. You got to be able to at least give the fans hope, at least fight, and don't get blown out.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff. We're wrapping it up here. Take it now to Lambeau Field, where Mike Hawes, Deuce McAllister, and on the sidelines, Jeff Nowak taking over for the call of the game. We'll be back with more, so stay tuned right after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Who dat?
That's it for the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff. Drink Bud Light, official beer of the Saints. Also brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Shop Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Saints fans, stick around. We're gearing up for today's exciting Saints game action on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second timeout for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate timeout from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Hey Saints fans, Rouse's Mortgage has 100% premium USDA Angus Choice Beef boneless whole tenderloins, $11.99 a pound. Save up to $10 a pound. USDA Prime Beef whole boneless beef brisket is $3.97 a pound. Save up to $3.02 a pound. Baby back pork ribs of St. Louis style ribs are $2.49 a pound. Save up to $1.50 a pound. And a 1 pound pack of Louisiana peeled crawfish is $15.99. Shop Rouse's Mortgage, the official supermarket of the Saints.
For fans of saving money. For fans of big rewards. For fans of getting more for your money. There's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Little Caesars has free delivery this week, and there's no catch.
No catch? But I'm a wide receiver. Does that mean I can't catch footballs anymore? Oh, no. I'm going to have to move back in with my parents.
No, it's free delivery. There's no catch, meaning it's actually free.
Oh, good. My parents will make me mow the lawn.
Get Little Caesars official pizza of the New Orleans Saints. Delivered on game day with free delivery for a limited time. Pizza.
Offer valid 9/2 through 9/15 at participating Little Caesars stores on app and online orders, excluding third-party online sites. Taxes still apply. Cannot be combined with other offers. Limit 1 per person per day. Delivery is available at participating locations.
You know, working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-633-4207. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal.
Home of LSU football, basketball, and baseball, WWL. Here we go. Here we go. Time for New Orleans Saints football with the voice of the Saints, Mike Hoss, Saints color analyst Deuce McAllister, and a nation of diehard Saints fans.
I'm Derek from the West Bank, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Jody from Diamond Head, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Boudreaux from Houma, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Tyler from Mandeville, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Grace from Orange Beach, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Jamari from New Orleans, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Bobby Hebert, and we are the Saints Nation.
Now, Saints legend Deuce McAllister and Mike Hoss.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saints football. Unfamiliar territory for the black and gold. Not making the postseason again. The last time was 2020. Don't like it, but that's not it. Not making the postseason and still having 3 games left. So that's a new one. Playing without both Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara. New one. Throw in Chris Olave, Taysom Hill, Rashid Shaheed, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It is an unfamiliar-looking roster today than it was in Week 3 last year when the Saints rolled in 2-0. Carr hurt. Fourth quarter lead evaporated. A field goal to win it sailed right. A season that never felt the same. Also, unfamiliar with the last time here at Lambeau when it was 68 degrees in September. Tonight we're looking more like 31 and 28 degrees and some light snow and moisture left. And Deuce, it is unfamiliar territory when your pass game coordinator, Andrew Janocko, takes the quarterbacks into the walk-in freezer on Saturday with the temperature about 25 degrees inside as they would work through the offensive script. Creative? I like it, actually, but it's just been unfamiliar territory, mathematically eliminated yesterday when the Falcons beat the Giants, and it was a long shot to begin with. Let's don't go there, but what does this team hold on to tonight?
Well, really, it's unfamiliar, but Janocko had played here the last couple of years because he had been up in Minnesota. So they play Green Bay twice a year. He wanted to prepare his quarterback from a mental standpoint because I'm giving you the first 15 plays. Can you handle that part of the game, or are you going to be not mentally strong enough because you're worried about, it's cold, I'm worried, and now I can't focus? If that's the case, then you don't stand a chance in actually playing the game. The playoffs are always a long shot. So for me, I wasn't even thinking about that. I wanted to see how your performance was week in and week out. And, it's been up and down. You can find some positives in some of the things that they did. And the other part of it, you ask, what does this team have to play for? You're playing for a job. That's what you're playing for. Nobody, outside of a first rounder and a couple of second rounders that's still under guaranteed contracts, what makes you feel like that you're going to be here next year? Regardless of if Coach Darren Rizzi is back or a new head coach. Normally a new head coach comes in, there's going to be 25 to 30 new players. Well, how many players on the squad? 53. So what does that tell you? You better be playing for a job, and so that's what you want to go out and perform and try to do.
Spencer Rattler got the full week of practice, didn't have to split time, but no Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and I know Alvin Kamara going to see a lot, I would assume, of Kendre Miller, and to kind of see, what you got in that kid.
Well, you know what you got in him. For Kendre,
you've seen enough.
Yeah, you've seen
not a big enough sample size.
No, you even know there. For Kendre, can you be healthy Monday through Saturday to be able to perform on Sunday? You know what you got in Kendre. I think that you kind of saw some of that with the flashes that he has had. Here's something interesting, Mike, and it'll take one of our stats guys to figure it out. Does Spencer Rattler have just as much playing time, almost as games, as Kendre Miller? Think about that. Because Kendre has not been available his first couple of years. And so when you think of it from that manner, you are young. And from a receiver standpoint, the oldest guy out there is who? Cedric Wilson Jr.? The rest of the receivers are guys that are trying to prove themselves. And so it's an opportunity. It's not one that's ideal, particularly in a game that you want to go out and perform well, but that's what you got. And so the guys have to enjoy the moment for this team and those players.
As we go to break, Kendre Miller, by the way, has had 28 attempts, just 28 attempts. So a lot to see. You're right. He has not been out there much. Take a break. Deuce McAllister, Mike Haas. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin for the night's Monday Night Football game. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hello, this is Rosie the Skunk for Atmos Energy. You might think I make a bad smell, but it's nothing compared to the rotten egg smell of a gas leak, because that could be dangerous. If you think you smell, see, or hear signs of a leak, don't do anything that might cause a spark. Leave immediately. Then call 911 and Atmos Energy. There's no gray area here. When dealing with gas leaks, it's black and white. For more information, visit atmosenergy.com/gas safety.
All right, folks, the Saints make the catch, and boom, they're at the 10, the 5, the crowd's on their feet, touchdown. And you know what that means. McDonald's is bringing Saints Nation a delicious deal. Tomorrow, only in the McD app, get free large fries with any purchase. Let's get a playback. The day after the Saints score a touchdown, you can score too, only in the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 9/8/24 to 12/31/24 at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 per day. Must opt in to rewards.
A strong power game is the key to winning on the field and off it. With available Pro Power on board, the Ford F-150 acts as a mobile generator to keep your job site running on the workday and your tailgate rolling on game day. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 years straight. Ford F-150 and your Southern Quality Ford dealer. Official truck of the New Orleans Saints. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions.
Unbeatable mileage from Chevron with Techron unlocks all kinds of unbeatable trips. Like to family dinner the next town over. Or to a family wedding the next town over. Or even to a family reunion over the river and through the woods at Grandma's house. Any drive is worth it to see Grandma. Especially when you can stop along the way for unbeatable cleaning power from Chevron with Techron. Your engine will be thanking you for making the trip. Download the Chevron app now and find unbeatable mileage near you.
The Scoot Show, where politics and pop culture meet your opinions. Weekdays 1 to 4 on WWL.
Welcome back, Lambeau Field. Mike Haas, Deuce McAllister, Jeff Nowak down on the sideline. And you look at, you're getting a hot football team, right? So Jordan Love hadn't thrown a pick in 4 games. 7 touchdowns. Last week in the first half against Seattle, he was 16 of 17. Jaden Daniels into the fourth quarter against the Saints was 20 of 22. You just got a hot football team, right? I mean, they're playing good football, and in their world, and I don't like to live in their world much, you have to. They're 10-4. They got 2 teams ahead of them. A win tonight qualifies them for the playoffs, but, they haven't done, a lot yet, and yet they're 10-4.
Yeah, and I think, from an offensive standpoint, they've done enough to be able to, win, obviously, games, but their defense has helped them out tremendously as well. And, I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges. You talk about having a new defensive coordinator and, really allowing guys to be able to shine. The question we talked about it kind of off air, Mike, not having 2 of your starters in your secondary, not even having probably your number 3 safety because he's out. And so that's a lot of change on the back end. And I wonder, can the Saints, be able to take advantage of it, particularly if the Saints had some of their veteran guys, they would, but even some of their backups, hopefully you have some communication issues, or hopefully some of those guys can win some one-on-ones.
Yeah, you're talking about they started a couple of rookies. Javon Bullard was one, and his backup was also a rookie, Evan Williams. Both of them are out. Omar Brown is the safety they pulled up. Jair Alexander still not playing, but they have kind of weathered through defensively and coming up with some key picks. Carrington Valentine, and they've just been kind of making the plays. Xavier McKinney, 7 picks, leads the NFL. And that's where I feel like, and we've talked about this before, the Saints defensively, that was just a hallmark when they were getting balls and fumbles and interceptions, and it just kind of slowed to a trickle.
Yeah, it slowed to a trickle, but a lot of that also is when teams don't have to pass as much. And so now, maybe it's a tip pass and it doesn't fall in your hands. But when the teams don't have to pass as much, then why am I throwing the ball? And then why am I throwing it into coverage? And so we know that the Saints have gotten their hands on numerous footballs and hadn't been able to come up with them. Now, DeMario has been able to come up with a few, and Tyrann Mathieu has been able to come up with a few. But, from the corner standpoint, there will be some opportunities. But guess what? You have to be in place to make some of those plays. And so we saw last week there was some bust coverages, whether it was just, hey, a guy got beat or he didn't get the right call. You can't afford to have that tonight.
Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
Just talking about a couple of those young guys. So Spencer Rattler has had 214 snaps. He is playing in just his fourth start. Kendre Miller, 186 snaps this year. Right?
Now, think about that. Kendre is in year 2.
That's Kendre's year. That's combined.
Yeah, I know it. Kendre is in year 2. Spencer Rattler is in year 1, making his fourth start. I think his 5th appearance, but he has more snaps played than your starting tailback. And so, from a look standpoint, they can't be bothered by the pressure. There will be pressure. They are going to put, extra guys. You're going to see some zone blitz. Green Bay won't go silly on some of this stuff. They're going to stay within their framework of the defense, but they are going to try to pressure Spencer Rattler, and they want to know, can he handle it?
We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll hear from Saints head coach Darren Rizzi getting ready for an always special Monday Night Football in Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Cummins is known for their commitment to quality, performance, and products that are built to last. They make it their business to understand their customers' priorities and partner in their success. Cummins has the technical expertise and experience to deliver fast, high-quality repairs using genuine parts. And by calling 1-800-CUMMINS, you have access to one of the largest and most capable sales, service, and support organizations in the industry 24/7. For more information on Cummins products, service, or support, call 1-800-CUMMINS.
Saints fans, a toast. This one's for the Tostitos chip fan. Every game day squad has one. The teammate that's always there to lend some Tostitos chips and dip and never lets the bowls run dry. Not one for attention. Chip fans let their crunches speak for them. You, chip fan, are the crunch to our chip and the flavor in our dip to your legacy. We raise our Tostitos. This season, team up with Tostitos, the official chip and dip of the Saints.
Home of the Saints and NFL, the sports giant, WWL. Coach's Keys to the Game with Darren Rizzi. Brought to you by Oakwin Hart Jewelers. There's a great work of art in every box from Oakwin Hart.
Kind of from Spencer Rattler's situation, as you look at this week, get the full week of practice and the kind of importance, not playing from behind, right? I mean, it's got to be crucial not to get behind in this game.
It is. It's going to be, the very beginning of the game is going to be interesting because they have taken the ball usually at home when they win the toss. So, kind of that first possession for both teams, but more specifically for Spencer. I think he's getting off, being efficient, not having negative plays, positive plays. I agree. I think the start of the game and getting him a little confidence is going to be really, really huge.
The Packers will tell you, here's what we're doing. We're going to 11 first, of the first 14 plays, Josh Jacobs is going to be in his hands, and you stop it. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
The impressive thing is that people know it going in, and they still haven't. The Packers have still had success with it. People haven't been able to stop it. I think they've done a good job of creating new ways to get him the ball. It's not the same every time, the same old runs. In the old days, it was like, hey, we're running ISO, we're running power. They have been very, very creative to match credit and finding different ways to get him the ball. Listen, he's a great player, and that's what he does. He's very, very productive. We're going to have to be locked in early on, they'll probably sneak a play action in there early on, with a fake as well to him. But listen, I do agree with you. It's really impressive what they've done. They feel very confident right now that they're going to get it going early, and that's what they've been able to do in their wins, is kind of get the ball rolling. And that's hard to play catch up.
It's a team game, critical. Everybody's critical. Baumgartner, right? And he's your head equipment guy. And so forget the cold, forget everything. But the field conditions could change drastically within that 3-4 hours. You got to have every size screw in. I mean, you got to have everything at your beck and call.
And that's been a huge emphasis this week, has been footwear. And we've been making the emphasis for 4 days now, leading right up to the game. Listen, there's probably nothing more important than your footwear. All these other things we're talking about, the X's and the O's and the ways we're going to win the game, and all that's irrelevant if we can't keep our feet. And so you really can't do your job without the proper shoes. And so we've showed our guys, a lot of teams, opposing teams in particular, have gone up there, and guys on the ground, and good players. I mean, not just, talking about the Deebo Samuels and the Tyreek Hills of the world that have been on the ground because, of poor footing. And so we made a huge emphasis. And I agree with you. Bum is going to be the MVP this week for sure, no doubt.
Good luck.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you, Mike.
Coach's Keys to the Game with Darren Rizzi was brought to you by Oakland Hart Jewelers.
Well, let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, believe it or not, we were here in week 3 of last season when I asked Darren Rizzi what's changed between then and now. He said it feels like that game was 6 years ago, mainly because, hey, this is a Packers team that not only do they have Josh Jacobs, third in the NFL in rushing yards, Xavier McKinney tied for the league lead in interceptions, but it's also a team that, you look at that week 3 squad compared to this week, just a confident team. It's a team that's rolling. The Saints are sure hoping to be able to say that about themselves coming out of this game. And for that to happen, it's probably going to take a positive performance for Spencer Rattler. In his first 3 starts, they didn't go well. And what Darren Rizzi said he liked the most about Spencer Rattler's second half last week, it was that 2-minute drill. There was no panic. He went out there and he let it loose. And he did say sometimes it's easier to come on in relief. You don't have any time to think about it, to overthink. And that's what happens when you have to go in thinking about your first down plan, third down plan, red zone plan. He wants to see Spencer come out calmly, like he spent the week sitting in a walk-in freezer, as you talked about.
There we go. Thank you, Jeff. And last year, in 2023, September, not a long time ago, the Saints scored a couple of touchdowns. Jimmy Graham, Rashid Shaheed. Neither one of them going to be on the field tonight. Derek Carr, initially, before he got hurt in that game. And Jordan Love in that game ran 9 times for 39 yards and a touchdown. That is his career high rushes by 4. He's never rushed more than 5 times since. And so that one game with 9, he's not really, he will run if he has to, and that window is there. Defensively, it starts with Josh Jacobs. You
got to slow Jacobs down, but defensively as well. The Saints, you got to understand who they are as a team. They are a cover 2-man team, and so now if the quarterback can run, it's freedom. It's literally freedom, and so you saw last week how you're going to change your rushes, and I don't know if you change it that drastic, how you're going to defend. Daniels is a lot different than Love, but I have to have lane discipline from my defensive ends. You can win in some of these matchups against this offensive line, but you can't say, all right, third down, I'm pinning my ears back. Nobody's going to be able to say, hey, if the quarterback steps up, who's responsible? That's what they have to understand and realize every time when they're on the field, because once the quarterback breaks containment, it'll be a long night.
The kickoff is coming up. The Saints all white, gold helmets running onto the field here at Lambeau. We're back after this with the kickoff in Monday Night Football here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence, a poem that doesn't rhyme. Life here is a dance, a two-step, and a tango. It's sunshine and rainstorms, first kisses and last calls. It's those moments, big and small, and Blue Cross is here for it all.
Life is always in motion, and sometimes it's unpredictable. That's why it's good to know you can rely on the strength of the cross and protection of the shield. Your card opens the door to a large network of top doctors to care for you.
Life is messy. It's touchdowns and near misses, carnival rides, and losing your place in line. Life is happening now.
So live life knowing Blue Cross has you covered for the highs and lows and everything else in between. Always there. The right card. The right care.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together, we power life.
Lambert, Zaney, Smith & Soso firm in New Orleans want to thank all the offshore workers, seamen, longshoremen, and crew members of the oil and gas and shipping industries that keep Louisiana and the United States moving forward. My name is Hugh Lambert, and for over 40 years, I've helped maritime workers understand the law so that they can make informed decisions, and I fight for their rights when seriously injured. If you work on or near the water and want to speak to an experienced maritime lawyer, look us up at lambertzaney.com. Consultations are free and confidential. Stay safe out there.
LA 18-0969.
Can't get enough of Saints football? Follow us on Twitter, WWL Radio.
Green Bay Packers.
Welcome back. The Packers running onto the field here at Lambeau Field, the NFL's longest tenured stadium at 68 years, and we know because we've got a great building ourselves, as Caesars Superdome will turn 50 on August 3rd of 2025. Fireworks going off. The Saints in all white, as I said, will be on the far sideline. The Packers in their home green and yellow pants, yellow helmets, have the same 5-2 record at home as they do on the road. They will play at Minnesota next week and then have Chicago at home before it's all over, as the NFC North kind of does it right and plays a bunch of division games at the end. The Saints, of course, will be home back at Caesars Superdome against the Las Vegas Raiders, and then it'll be on the road in Tampa. So the NFC South yet to be decided. Two teams 8-7. Atlanta got the win yesterday. Tampa lost. Atlanta owns about every tiebreaker there is with Tampa. So I hate even to say what I'm about to say, but hey, man, could be some spoilers, right? Go ruin some people's holidays.
I don't have a problem with that.
I just don't. The fact that we're into the role of spoiler, you know what I mean? It's like it's because it's so early. They've missed the playoffs, yes, but it's always been that last weekend mattered. Except for Dennis's 7-10 season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you always want to be in contention, but you kind of put yourself in this situation as well. And so, if you're going to fault anybody, it's got to be yourself. You can't think about, well, we need this team to help and we need this. Hey, look, man, control what you can control. And when you lost that, it's out of your control.
So you were down on the field. Tell me about it.
Wasn't good. I mean, and hopefully it has dried up. And you think, well, how can it dry up with it being this cold? It's dried up probably a lot better than what it was.
You can see the
really
moisture.
Moist.
It's just moist.
It was really moist down there early, and I think, the guys, they tried to do as best as possible of changing their cleats, and you just try to put on something that's going to give you some grip and, be solid. I'm sure that even once the game starts, we're going to see both teams probably slipping a little bit just because it's going to take some time to adjust to it.
And as we get ready for the national anthem, you had mentioned earlier that it's not always longer. Longer is not always better.
No, I mean, it's going to dig into this grass. That's the problem that you have here. And even my years back, it was because you felt it was so slick. Now it's a faster turf than what they had, and it's still grass, but it's a lot faster than what they used to have. And even though you go with a longer cleat, it probably still digs in too much.
And now our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare of bursting in air proved the night that our flag was still there.
can't do fireworks at Caesars, but that's it. That's it. We're better than everything else. We can't do fireworks. So if you win the toss, you're the Saints. You want the ball, you're going to defer.
I would like to have the ball. I mean, I'm just thinking about the elements as far as I don't know what the wind is. You look at the goalposts, flags aren't moving. I want to be in the game. And for Green Bay, they want probably the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Just because they can get this crowd. I want to be able to take this crowd out of the game. I don't want Green Bay to be able to hit on a few explosives. They put you behind the sticks, 7-0. I would rather say offense, all right, can you get anything going? And then if you don't score a touchdown, field goal, let's pin them where they've got to go 85, 90 yards. That's kind of what you want. And so normally I'm a guy that wants to play defense first just to get it after the half. But here, give me the ball. Let me see if I can get something going offensively and, try to take this crowd out of the game.
Alex Kemp is our referee as the captains are in the middle. His 11th year in the NFL, 7th as referee. Now the great explanation of the coin.
All right, Merry Christmas, gentlemen. See what this is? Tonight we have a commemorative coin that is honoring the Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy. Now, Mark Murphy's image will be the head. The Packers logo will be the tail. You want to go heads? Heads is the call. Heads is the call. It is a head. You won the toss. You're going to defer. That means you get the ball. You're going to kick that way. Flip around, please. New Orleans won, deferred. Packers are going to receive at this end. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's play football.
So exactly what I told you. They do opposite, which I'm okay with that.
I didn't sound like Cam. I don't know who made the call.
DeMario did.
Because Cam's tails.
Yeah, DeMario made it.
Right. So DeMario called heads and won the toss. So the Saints defer, so they'll get it in the third quarter. We'll kick off. Blake Grupe already out on the field, standing at the 35 and waiting for the Packers to come out. The Packers usually will do a Bo Melton and Keyshawn Nixon in more of a staggered or one in front of the other. And Keyshawn Nixon is electrifying as a returner.
For me and the Saints, on how they've been covering, I'm kicking it out of the end zone. Unless he has the green light, you'll start at the 30? You'll start at the 30. And so kick it out of the end zone, and we don't have to worry about covering. But the Saints have not covered very well over the last couple of weeks.
Really, since the Rams game, and where they had a couple of big 30, 35, 40 yarders. So it is going to be Keyshawn Nixon and Bo Melton. And Melton is standing at about the 10. They are to our left. Again, we're behind the Packers bench. Saints are on the far side. All white. Gold helmets. Black and gold stripe down the side of the pants. Yellow, green and white stripe down the Packers pants and green jerseys and a yellow helmet. And Blake Grupe gets us off the way here on Monday Night Football. And Nixon gets in a yard deep in the end zone, brings it back, middle of the field. 20 now cuts to the left, crosses the 30, gets tripped up across the 35-yard line. So good return. And that was Adam Prentice who was able to bring him down, trip him up. But good solid return and 38-yard return. And that's where the Packers will begin at about the 37 as he took it a yard deep.
Saints look to be defensively. I can't tell if that's Ugo or not. It looks like they're in base.
Josh Jacobs and Jaden Reed, they do this a lot. They'll put Reed in the backfield, flanking Jordan Love, who takes the snap. This time keeps it RPO, toss outside to Reed. Reed takes it to the front of the Saints bench. Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Paris disposal. Saints Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, something the Saints have emphasized heavily this week. They need to take the ball away. Our stat Darren Rizzi pointed out, since Matt LaFleur took over, the Packers are 24-0 at home when they win the turnover battle. If you want to look at this season, the Saints have forced 11 fumbles. They've only recovered 3. Compare that to last year. They forced 8 fumbles all season long, yet somehow recovered 11.
Give Jaden Reed 5 on that one. So 2nd down and 5 from the Packer 42. This time, Josh Jacobs gets it, tries to bend it back. Camp runs right into Cam Jordan, and that'll be a loss of about a half of a yard as Cam came in and got some penetration on Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, and they're going to go quick, and Saints are in nickel defense, and so Cam defended the backside of that play perfectly.
3 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Josh Jacobs is the back. Looks like Cam moved, or did he get drawn off?
Here's the thing. You don't stop it.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
They did. It's going to be offsides, but they did stop the play.
Yeah, they did stop it, and so Green Bay has a right.
Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Green Bay has a right to be mad as well. I mean, because he got caught. They snapped it, but he did not touch anybody, and so they moved, but Green Bay has a right to be fussing. They have a right to be upset and fussing.
So 3rd and 5 now becomes 3rd and a very short one. Packers are 12 for 17 on 3rd and 1. The ball rests at the 46. They got to get to the 47. Jacobs is deep, gets the toss to the near side, running towards the sideline, gets hit by Ugo Amadi, but he just didn't have very far to go. Good defense by Cam and Ugo, but he just had enough to pick up a couple yards.
Yeah, you saw the earlier play. You talked about it, the RPO here. You're going to use the speed of Jacobs, and, you're going to challenge that defensive end or the nickel guy, and that's exactly what it was, the challenge, and just made a play. I mean, but it starts because you didn't handle your business early, and it looks like they're in base now, that being the Saints, because of the third and long, you had the offsides.
Now it's 1st and 10 on the Packer logo on the Packer side. Toss to Jacobs, fights through a hole, still on his feet, takes it to the numbers and outside the numbers into Saint territory down to the 44-yard line. John Ridgway was there, but that's 7 yards for Jacobs.
Yeah, and just like on the first run right there, I think that's DeMario. He's going to have to wrap up, and just like on that first play for Reed, I think it got about 6 yards there at 7 yards, and it's just they're too good. You can't give them the option to be able to run the ball here or give you some type of play action type of play as well.
Chris Brooks in pistol formation, heavy to the right with Jacobs in the pistol formation. Now to throw, Love does throw, complete to Jacobs, who avoids one tackle from Tano Passanio, and he picks up the 1st down. Passanio has not been in. This is his first game. DeMario Davis and Pete Werner have already brought him down, but he picked up 11.
And Passanio had it read. The Saints, in man-to-man, you do a good job of reading it. He's got to be able to make that tackle, and that's one play where you talked about stopping on the dime. And Josh Jacobs has some carries. He knows what the footing is like. He's able to stop and pick up the yardage needed. But, I mean, for the Saints, you're getting beat on 1st down. You're getting beat on 1st down.
We've seen that before. That's his 32nd reception for Jacobs. He's out. Chris Brooks is in to the right of Jordan Love. Romeo Dobbs is to the bottom. He looks to throw, has some pressure, lofts it up to the near side, complete to his tight end, Pete Werner, and DeMario Davis knock Tucker Kraft out, but Kraft makes the catch, Davis makes the tackle, and that is another 1st down.
Yeah, looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, and I don't know if it was just a pause, but something made Pete Werner kind of freeze just a little bit, and DeMario, he's trying to come all the way across, and you see the touch there by Jordan Love just to slightly give it over the head, and another 1st down.
Down to the Saint 22, under center is Love. Deep back is Jacobs. In motion is Tristan Watson, but Jacobs gets it right side, has a hole. Now to the outside the numbers, stays on his feet. Tyrann Mathieu knocked it out, but he just kind of tiptoed down and narrowly took it in for a touchdown. I actually thought he could have, but he stepped out at about the 1.5.
Yeah, it was the stiff arm right there, and I don't know how he did not. It's just momentum. He could not keep himself in, but it was on the edge. I mean, so you talked about Cam Jordan earlier making a play. Once they got the double team, there is nobody there. And so whether it was supposed to be Tyrann or whether it was supposed to be Pete Werner, they were able to seal it. So you get the double team on the defensive end. Linebacker can't get over the top. My safety can't field. 20 yards later, you're looking at this play.
1st and goal. Stacked receivers to the top of the formation. Jacobs gets the handoff on the inside, and he's going to get stopped short of the goal line by the Saints on just right of the hash mark by Cam Jordan. Cam came up with a big sack last week in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you just get penetration right there. And Saints defensive line didn't know how they wanted to line up at first, but finally got it done and probably look for another play. I don't think maybe third down you'll get the play action, but I think they're going to try to get Jacobs in the end zone here.
It would be his 13th. He's flanked to the left of Love, who has two receivers at the top. Now Jacobs goes in motion, inside toss, and read perfectly by Colin Saunders, and Bank wraps him up, and that's going to be a loss of a couple. A little inside toss play, and Bank was right there, lost one.
Yeah, you're not going to fool anybody with that. I mean, that's almost like a shuffle pass right there. And, you know, for the Saints, you were better off running the ball directly instead of trying to get cute down there and end up losing a yard. But Bink split the double team where he was able to beat his guy immediately, and I thought they were better off just running it. Now you probably are going to use some type of pick play on the edge.
3rd and goal. Trips down to the bottom of the formation. Love to throw. Has trouble now. Throws it wide open. Dontavian Wicks makes the catch. Late pressure brought on by the Saints. I'm trying to think of who he's
DeMario. DeMario.
Somebody got held somewhere.
No, it was he knocked down Ugo. He threw down Ugo. Omadi, who was covering him, Ugo had him, and he just used his body to kind of get Ugo off of him. But it was DeMario that had the hit, and Ugo was just standing there, and it kind of just pushed Ugo off, and Ugo thought it was pass interference, but I mean he was really didn't go anywhere down the field. So I mean both of those guys probably could have held or hand fought as much as they wanted to.
Extra point is up, and it is good. The touchdown by Plaquemine High School's Dontavian Wicks. Brandon McManus made it the extra point, and the first drive touchdown for the Packers puts them on top with 8:41 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with Louis, Missouri.
Ho ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Hey folks, Bobby Hebert, Cajun Cannon here. We all know there's something special about growing up in Louisiana. Our culture, our history, and how we care for each other cannot be matched anywhere in the world. The same goes for Louisiana Dental Center. Local dentists helping local people just like you and me. And of course, for years, proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. How about them Saints?
Be the first to know the latest on the Saints. Join the Big Talkers Club at WWL.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
So the Saints had done very well earlier for like 7 straight games of not allowing their opponent to score on their opening drive, but now it's been back-to-back weeks. The Saints have allowed touchdowns on their opening drive, that being Washington and Green Bay. 10 plays, 63 yards, 619 on the time. Jordan Love, 2 yards to Dontavian Wicks, second-year man out of Virginia. Again, went to Plaquemine High School down near Myrtle Grove Plantation. Back deep for the Saints is going to be Dante Pettis and Jamal Williams. Williams, former Green Bay draft pick, but this is going to be Pettis on the far side. 10, 20, 25 as he gets to the outside, and 30 and up to the 35-yard line for Dante Pettis in front of the Saints bench. And that's going to be Eric Wilson on the tackle, and good starting field position for Spencer Rattler as well.
Yeah, really good starting for Spencer here, field position. And so, you try to figure out, all right, offensively, what gives you the advantage? Where do we like, your first 15 plays. Can you go out and execute them well? Saints look like they're in 13 personnel.
Kendre Miller, whoa. That was a big shift, and now we get 2 receivers to the top, 3 to the bottom, empty backfield. Now Miller in motion across the formation. Rattler stands, now steps up. He's got room to run. 35. Crosses the 40 before jumps head first across the 40 and is hit hard by Eric Wilson, but
I love it. 13 personnel, I go to empty. You catch them in man-to-man, and so now quarterback just steps up into the pocket, and they actually pressured off of the edge, and so you talked about being not to get behind the chains for him. He read it. It was the right call. He didn't try to hold on to it. They didn't have lane discipline. Pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
They did. Picked up 7. A little orbit motion for Tipton. Handoff comes to Miller. Miller will cross the 45 right at the beginning of the Green Bay Packer logo, and that's a first down. 2 plays, plus 7, plus 4. Rashawn Gary on the tackle, down to Jeff Nowak at this River Parish disposal. Saints Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, one thing that stood out in Spencer Rattler's first 3 starts, 14 sacks. He was not sacked once in the second half against Washington. He points to Eric McCoy. He says Eric McCoy changes everything. He wasn't in there for those 3 starts. He refers to him as a big safety net in the middle. Makes things a lot easier on the quarterback.
First and 10 for the Saints. Rattler to throw. Dumps it off to Foster Moreau. Screen. Near side. Crosses midfield. Into Packer territory. And that's going to be a first down for Foster Moreau. Down to about the 43. Wasn't sure which way he was going to go, either inside or outside.
Well, it was a lot of eye candy and it was a lot of pressure. But once Foster did a good job of setting his block. That's where you're talking about, just looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron. He set the block. And once he got inside, those offensive linemen could kind of hook him. And that's why he was able to get the yardage that was needed for the first down, and so the Saints are trying to use the speed of that Packer defense against them.
I formation, second man through is Kendre Miller, hit hard. Slammed as he took it just right of the right hash mark, give him a half a yard, maybe. Devontae Wyatt and Colby wouldn't stop him.
I would have loved for the Saints to use play action there, just because you see the amount of action as far as how this defense is trying to fly around. For me, on first down, after getting 2 first downs, I am going to use a little play action on you, and I don't care if it was match protect. Now, it's almost like they're looking for it. That safety is coming down into the box, though.
7-0 Packers. Saints first drive. Handoff inside. Jamal Williams down to the 40-yard line, right in the middle of the field. They're going to have to get to the 33 for a first down. Devontae Wyatt on the stop. He picked up 3.
And honestly, Mike, if I can get 3-4 yards here, you might be in 2-down territory anyway. You might be in 2-down territory. Tell you what, if they run it, they're probably for sure in 2-down territory. If they're able, they want to obviously get the first down here. They're probably in 2-down territory.
3rd and 7, empty backfield right now for Rattler. 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Rattler to throw, fires it, incomplete. Trying to hit Kevin Austin at about the 35 as he broke out of his route. The ball was kind of sailing a little bit high and to his right.
Just telling them, Rattler's got to take a little bit off of that. He's got to take a little bit off of there, and I don't know if they know what they want to do right here, and it's going to leave the offense out there. So if I knew that I had that option, like I was saying, you've got 2 downs to get the first down, then I'm probably going to run that ball. Once they went empty, they drop 8 on them. Saints have to make sure that they can get it, unless they are trying to intentionally not snap it here. They do get out, but the play clock is at 5.
Saints 12 of 21 on 4th down. 4th and 7.
Play clock. Delay of game.
It was
false start, but it was delay of game. The linemen saw the clock, so they see it. And so they know that, hey, we've got to snap this ball. Quarterback is the one that he's trying to make sure guys are lined up, et cetera.
Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty, both down.
Yeah, but the linemen, they see it. They're looking at the clocks. The clocks are in the end zone. So the linemen know that, hey, we gotta hurry up. The quarterback is the one that's looking at the safeties, making sure guys are lined up. But for me, on 3rd down, I would have ran the ball if I knew that I was going to go for it on 4th down to give me that option.
Saints bust out of the huddle right now. Matthew Hayball to our right. His heels are on his own 40. Jaden Reed is standing to our left at the 10. Hayball boots it away. Reed calls for the fair catch, drifts backwards to about the 8-yard line on the far side.
Late flag. maybe holding, and the Packers only had 10 guys out on the field. It's a late flag.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 55. That penalty is enforced at the end of the kick. First down, Green Bay. Timeout.
Kingsley Inigbare on the hold. We'll take a break. 5:38 to play in the first quarter. Packers have the football, lead it 7-0 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Need a winning care plan for your loved ones? About You In-Home Care provides professional, compassionate in-home care across Louisiana, Mississippi, and beyond. From daily help to specialized care, we're on your team wherever you need us. Don't fumble when it comes to care. Call 985-246-6475 or visit aboutyouinhomecare.com. About You In-Home Care, your home team for compassionate care.
Let's go, my kiddos! Rise and shine! I am tired of early morning alarms and sitting in carpool lines. I want to relax with a spa day. No more family meetings. I want a family outing.
Look to big one there.
My to-do list has taken over. How about a to-dream list instead? First up, play Coastal and go have some fun for fun's sake.
Make a vacation declaration of your own and start planning your escape to the Mississippi Gulf Coast at coastalmississippi.com.
Hey, this is Drew Brees. Starting a new business isn't simple, but B1 Bank can help make it uncomplicated. I know I can count on B1 Bank to understand my vision for my business and provide banking solutions personalized to my needs. If you're looking to start or grow your own business, B1 Bank can help establish a seamless plan for future growth. Learn more at b1bank.com/business.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh Hickory Smoked Sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
The news talk and sports leader for generations, WWL.
And now for this LCMC Health Update, let's get down to Jeff Nowak down the sideline.
Yeah, guys, on that last drive, something happened to Eric McCoy. Came off the field. It was actually Shane Lemieux in at center on that fourth down snap. Eric just went back to the locker room, so we'll have to watch that.
37-yard punt.
Hopefully an equipment issue, because he was jogging, so it wasn't like he was in some pain. He jogged off the field.
34th inside the 20 for Matthew Hayball. He was tied for third. Now the Packers have it inside their 5, and Jordan Love's in trouble, rolling to his right, looking now, just throws it incomplete behind Josh Jacobs, who had Demario Davis on. Good defense everywhere, good pressure, good coverage.
And right there you see Bink again. I mean, he's for a big man, he can move, and it was the first guy that should have, the guy that should have probably had the outside, Peyton Turner, but it was Bink, the one that forced. And trust me, Jordan Love didn't want any part of that big man that has run, a good 35 yards.
Had the interception against Kansas City. So now it'll be second down and 10 from the 3. Inside handoff to Jacobs, and he gets stopped at about the 7, and maybe the 8. He's trying to fall forward, and the Saints are trying to pull him back. He gets 4 yards and a big third down coming. Saunders and Will Harris on the tackle.
Defensively, Saints and nickel, and so you just got to be good on your calls. Packers are going to go quick again.
Third down and 6, 7-0 Packers. This from inside their own 10. Love out of the shotgun. And the Packers moved. They can point all they want. Packers moving on the right side.
If he's in the neutral zone, they can move. Nope. That'll be the question. Is he in the neutral zone? And it'll be the second time if he was.
Neutral zone infraction.
There you go.
Defense number 92. 5-yard
That's not what I wanted.
Still third down.
There you go. If he's in the neutral zone, I can move. Now he has the opportunity to get back. And now the Saints defensive ends, that's 2 of them, where you've had third and medium or third and long, first Cam, and now it's passing on that it puts him at third and short. And so we saw what happened last drive. They just drove right down the field on you. Right here, third and long. You're not disciplined.
Tough to overcome.
Very tough.
Josh Jacobs is in. It is 3rd down and 1. They need to get to the 9. Ball sits at the 8. Right now, it's an empty backfield. A little inside handoff, and
he took the snap.
The tight end, I believe.
Tight end took the snap.
Right.
He didn't even hand it off, and I think they're going to give him the first down from where that mark is.
So the tight end kind of came in motion. He stood behind and took the snap, and I believe that's Tucker Kraft. It is.
Yeah, probably played a little quarterback in his day, and so he just took the snap, and Saints were prepared, but obviously not good enough for it. But, I mean, it all starts because of the 3rd down. 3rd and long, and you can't be disciplined enough on the hard count.
2 penalties, 3:56. First down for the Packers now at their own 14-yard line. Empty backfield for Love. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Love to throw, does throw, caught by Jacobs on the far side, and he gets out of the tackle of Pete Werner. Takes it down the Saints sideline, finally knocked out of bounds, but Werner missed the tackle, and Jacobs picks up the first down as he picked up 13.
Looking at that Rouse's market Jumbotron, the Saints bring pressure. They bring an extra guy, that being DeMario, and so the matchup right there, he's just running the over route, and Pete has got to be able to get there, and he gets a hand at him, on him, but he can't bring him down, and so Saints try to run a little twist with Peyton Turner and DeMario, and they can't get there. Like we talked about, poor tackling won't do you well against this team.
Tough to go high on Josh Jacobs. Under center, Jacobs gets it left side. Hit hard as he crosses the 30 to the 31, right on the numbers towards the Saints sideline. Pete Werner makes the tackle, picked up 3 to Jacobs.
He said, I won't allow you to do what you did to me last time like you did. That time he brought him down. Wasn't even close then.
2nd and 7, clock moving, 2:50. Packers scored on their opening kickoff drive. The Saints drove down to the 40, had it 3rd and 7, ended up punting. Emmanuel Wilson is now the deep back. Under center is Jordan Love. First rounder out of 2020. Play action. Stands in the middle, now throws it incomplete. Great defense by Alontae Taylor, who stuck his left hand in Dontavian Wicks and was careful with his right hand and didn't get called for the PI.
And I think he wanted to go down to the tight end. Saints went base defense, and really nice job. He wasn't hooking him to turn him, and then he's got every right to that football. I know the fans don't like it. You've got every right to that football as well, and so he did a good job of just sticking his hands and not allowing the receiver to be able to come back to the ball. Here's third and kind of long again. Saints, watch the ball. Don't listen to the quarterback.
Empty backfield. The Packers are 3 for 3 as they face a 3rd and 7 from their own 31. Saints have some pressure across the middle. Pass caught right to the logo, is brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry, but that's going to be Romeo Dobbs, who caught 2 touchdowns last week in Seattle, and a first down. They're now 4 for 4. He picked up 15.
Yeah, right there, a little just in-breaking route. The Saints bring pressure again, and you run these stunts and twists, and they just handle it really, really well. You put a lot of pressure on your corners as well because they're in man-to-man. And so Kool-Aid, he's got to be able to move and make sure that he can get his footing that he needs, and just couldn't get it on that in-breaking route. And Saints 3rd and long, 3rd and short, doesn't matter. They hadn't figured it out.
They've made every one. 4 for 4, 1st and 10 from the Packer 46. Love rolls to his left, now looks back to his right, now just stands and just throws it into the ground from the left side of the pocket, incomplete.
Yeah, Jacobs over there, but the Saints did a great job of covering the deep ball is where he wanted to go down the field, and did a good job of being able to say, hey, look, we're taking away the screen as well. And so Love didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. The last first down play, the Saints only gave up 3 yards. This first down play, they give up no yards. 2nd down. Can you hold them again to get them in a 3rd and long situation? Here they go back to the base package, or at least 12 package. The Saints go base defense.
Chris Brooks and Jacobs flank Love. He takes the snap, gets some pressure, and he gets it away. That's complete to Josh Jacobs, and he's still on his feet. Chase Young got to Jordan Love, but right before he could get Love down, Love kind of just flipped it out of his hand, and Jacobs caught it. And then they couldn't get him to the ground.
You couldn't get him to the ground, and Chase is there. I mean, and Josh, he catches it. I mean, we've seen this, 3 or 4 times where guys had a hand or two on him and you can't get him down. I mean, but Chase, I know you want to kind of take care of a quarterback, but Chase has to swing at that ball. Chase Young has to swing at that ball to be able to swipe it out of Jordan Love's hand, but he kind of almost eased up as he got to the quarterback.
3rd and 2 for the Packers in Saints territory. Got to get to the Saint 44.
Delay a game. Call timeout because it was delay a game. That's why you call timeout.
Prior to the snap,
Matt LaFleur.
Green Bay called their first timeout.
Say the other part of it, prior to the delay a game, the flag that you didn't throw. You don't want to comment on that?
I'm sorry, I don't know if I misunderstood you.
The ref, he just said prior to snap. It was because of a delay of game.
Take a break. Right now, it's 3rd and 2, 44 seconds here in the first quarter. Packers lead it 7-0 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Football is back, and no one does it better than the Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This season, you can watch the games with nothing on the line. Boring. Or you can make a play in the starting lineup. The Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino puts you into the big plays with big bets and big wins, making every game more exciting than ever. It's time for the sports glory you deserve without breaking a sweat. The Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. Play the game.
Must be 21. The holidays come.
Hi, Auntie. Hi. Oh, my favorite.
And the holidays go.
Hey, Mercedes. How can I help you? Take us home.
But the memories will last forever. Celebrate the journeys that bring us closer together this season. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is back with exceptional offers on models like the 2025 GLC with the latest MBUX technology. Hurry in now through January 2nd.
Let's get ready for some football. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Saints game. And even if your plans get broken up, or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
Hey Saints fans, Rouse's Mortgage has 100% premium USDA Angus Choice Beef boneless whole tender lines, $11.99 a pound. Save up to $10 a pound. USDA prime beef whole boneless beef brisket is $3.97 a pound. Save up to $3.02 a pound. Baby back pork ribs of St. Louis style ribs are $2.49 a pound. Save up to $1.50 a pound. And a 1 pound pack of Louisiana peeled crawfish is $15.99. Shop Rouse's Mortgage, the official supermarket of the Saints.
Start your day with Dave Cohen and WWL First News, 5 a.m. on WWL.
3rd and 2 for the Packers, 44 seconds here in the first quarter. They are 4 of 4 on 3rd down. They've only averaged 2.6 yards to go, needing on 3rd down. Love in the shotgun has Emmanuel Wilson to his right. They need to get to the Saint 44. Inside handoff, Wilson gets stacked up, and he's going to fall forward. And I think the spot's going to be short by about a half a yard. Ugo Amadi and Alontae Taylor were there.
Yeah, they're going to be short just a little bit, but I mean, if I'm the Packers, I'm going for it here. I even get up on the ball. I don't have to run a play. I'm getting up on the ball. The play clock will basically, I got enough time. The game clock will expire, and so I'm just trying to see if I can draw the Saints off again.
As they already have twice. It's 4th down and 1, 13 seconds left in the quarter. Now Love is in the shotgun. Wilson to his right. Saints, 9 men on the line. Don't think they're going to move, and they don't.
This is the end of the first quarter.
This game may be easy, Mike.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Dominated in time of possession by the Packers, and on the clock scoreboard, they lead it 7-0. We're back after this. The second quarter next on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. For Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for a touch of timeless elegance? Discover the unique allure of diamond jewelry from Oakwyn Hart Jewelers. Choose from a vast selection of diamond pieces in classic and modern designs, created by our award-winning master craftsmen. or explore the newest collections from your favorite designers. Every diamond ring, pendant, bracelet, and pair of earrings is a work of art you'll get at a nice price in a warm, inviting atmosphere. There's a great work of art in every box from Oakland Heart on Metairie Road.
Sparked by imagination, creativity is fueled by the arts. Shell's mission is to make communities where we do business better places to live. By supporting the arts up and down the river, Shell is helping creativity thrive. From the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival to the Arts Council of Greater Baton Rouge and the LaFon Performing Arts Center in St. Charles Parish, Shell is the rhythm of Louisiana.
The day after the Saints score a touchdown, you better tap the McDonald's app to score free large fries with any purchase. Don't miss out on this delicious deal. Golden, crispy, world famous, and free with any purchase only in the McD app. Just make sure you have the app on your phone so you're ready to take it to the house with your favorite winning team. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 9/8/24 to 12/31/24 at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 per day. Must opt in to rewards.
Home of the NFL, Sunday and Monday Night Football, WWL.
Lambeau Field, start of the second quarter here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It snowed about a couple inches earlier this afternoon, but stopped, and just a lot of moisture in the air. It's supposed to be about 31 degrees, and on our route home tonight, should drop into the 20s. Winds about 11 miles an hour, but really not a huge factor down on the field. Green Bay leads at 7-0, second quarter. As they face a 4th and 1, they're now moving right to left. 5 for 11 on 4th down. Josh Jacobs is the deep back. They're at the Saint 44. Love keeps it. Love gets the first down as he plunges forward for at least a couple of yards, but clearly enough for the first down to keep this drive moving as we start the second stanza. So we'll see what the Saints can do to try to stop this after the 2-yard gain down to the 42 on the right hash mark.
Short yardage situation. The Saints haven't played it well. One guy that we do see coming back limping just a little bit is Eric McCoy. Hopefully he is okay. Saints got to figure out a way to get off the field and put them in a punting situation.
1st and 10. Handoff Jacobs to the outside, gets outside the numbers, now cuts it back. The Saints are there. First guy would have been Brian Brzee. He couldn't get him, but he did slow him down. Let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, Eric McCoy's dealing with an elbow injury. He just came out. He has kind of a big, hefty brace on that elbow. He's questionable, so we'll have to keep an eye on whether he can get out there. He's going to practice some snaps right now.
Thank you, Jeff. Ball sits at the 40. Packers, yellow helmets, green jerseys, yellow pants, moving right to left. Saints in all white, gold helmets, moving left to right, and they get the dang football back. 2nd and 7. Love under center, play action now. Bootleg rolls, looks, nobody to throw to, just fires it into the ground as Carl Granderson was closing in.
You covered it perfectly. I mean, you covered the flat where he wanted to go. You had eyes on the deep throw. The over you took away, you covered it perfectly, and that's the first bootleg that they have run. And so you've done a fairly good job. Now the Saints defensively got to line up quickly. You'll get to line up because they substituted, but it's 3rd and kind of a long situation, and the offensive line, they don't like it, but the Saints did get a chance to sub.
3rd and 7. From the right hash mark, 3 receivers to the bottom. 1 to the top. Love will throw, looks to the sideline. That's caught. It's shot and short as he's brought down quickly. Will Harris is one of them. So is Ugo Amadi. Dobbs made the catch at the 35, but they need to get to the 33.
Yeah, and one of the guys that really did a good job, Alontae Taylor, was the other corner, and Harris, Will, did a great job. And so for the Saints here, you put them in a 4th and 2 situation. I don't know if this QB sneak again. They've run 2, and they've picked up both of them. This one is a lot longer. Saints do go, 5 down, I think, defensive lineman. So you're not going to quarterback sneak it this time on us.
Out of the shotgun. This time Love keeps it, looking to throw, does throw. Complete to his tight end on the near sideline. Still on his feet as he runs past Tyrann Mathieu down to the 12-yard line. They'll mark him at the 14-yard line. Kraft caught the easy pass, and Kool-Aid McKinstry finally stopped him, and he picked up 21.
I'm glad that he threw it short because he had long as well, and the only reason he didn't throw it was because the Saints defenders were closing closely, but we busted the coverage completely, not only in the flat, but also the post across the middle. And so 2 fourth-down plays. That one, another kind of a boot action a little bit there by Love, and the Saints just
I like that.
cover.
Let's keep that, by the Love.
By the Love.
By the Love. Ball sitting at the 14. Inside handoff to Jacobs. Now gets to the outside, breaks a tackle. 10, 5, Will Harris runs him out of bounds with Pete Werner. He got outside, and when he got outside, he's a big man, turn the corner and hard to bring down. Missed tackle early. Kool-Aid.
Looking at that Rouse's market, you got to tackle. Same thing with Kendre Miller. He gets in the open field, one-on-one. You can't just go down and say, I'm going to chop his legs down.
Packers go quick. Handoff, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs stands up, takes it in for the touchdown. John Ridgway was standing in front of him, but if this was the script of what you did not want, they move it down the field, and now you're Spencer Rattler standing and staring a 14-0 deficit point after to come.
With my center being questionable to play, but here's the issue as well. You're not doing a great job of tackling. You're not getting off the field on third down. Fourth down, they've converted twice. They were short yardage situation, but you got to come up and tackle. And so whether it's corners, whether it's linebackers, even defensive linemen, you've got way too many missed tackles.
Brandon McManus comes in for the extra point. That kick is up, and it is good. 11:43 to play here in the second quarter at Lambeau. 14-0 Packers. Saints will get the football when we come back on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Night Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit Craig'sElectrical.com.
My personal favorite stories are when a young man comes in and you can see they're a little intimidated. This just happened last week. I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at ochsner.org/schedule.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP Tailgate, brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP Tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP Tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP Tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
14-0 Packers, Lambeau Field on the drive. 17 plays, 96 yards, 8:55 for the Packers. The longest drive by time and plays for the season. For the Saints, it's the most plays they've allowed of any drive, and the longest drive they've allowed by time this year as well. 17 plays, 96 yards, 8:55. This was back when they got the ball off the punt and the penalty. I felt like this feels like a long time ago.
Long time ago indeed.
Deep into the end zone, Pettis will take a knee. The Saints will get it at the 30. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio this Sunday at noon when the Saints take on the Las Vegas Raiders in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
Eric McCoy, questionable to return, though he's in there.
And the Saints go heavy with.
Feel pretty good about that question.
Yeah, Landon Young.
Kendre Miller's the lone deep back. Toss to the right side. He's in trouble. Gets caught for a tackle for a loss. Penning was beat. Edgerrin Cooper. That guy is a rookie. He's the two-time Defensive Player of the Week. Not rookie, Defensive Player of the Week. Lost 3.
Yeah, right there. You know, you've got a double team on the edge, and Cooper decides to go up underneath. And for Penning, he can't get caught up so much on the defensive end. You put the extra tackle in, that being Landon Young. Landon has to be able to take over that end, and Penning has to keep his eyes inside on the linebacker.
Saints not what they want. Behind the sticks on a 2nd and 13, and I think they moved.
They did. There's left tackle. So make it 2nd and 18. Fuaga.
Ball start. Offense number 85. 75, excuse me. 5-yard penalty.
I thought he was just messing
down
with
you for a while.
He was going to create a player.
It is Fuaga. That is the 4th Saints penalty, and they've been just damaging.
Yeah.
Saints have 23 yards of offense and 20 yards of penalty.
The problem becomes, you talk about false starts with your offensive line and defensive line, two in the neutral zone. That's not clean football.
2nd and 18. Rattler back to throw. Packers bring 4. Now rolls to his right. It's in trouble. 20. Steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line in front of the Packer bench. They're going to get to the 40. He picked up 2. Edgerrin Cooper's the man who chased him out.
And right there, you're just talking about, hey, I'm going to play coverage. Probably a little bit more pressure than you want from the right side. Quarterback doesn't see it, doesn't like it. Ends up having to run, and you'll get coverage again. Look how deep those safeties are. Look how deep the linebackers are dropping. It's about the pass rush here. If you slow them down, you may have a chance.
Rattler on a 3rd and 16. Looks to throw. Has to step up. Does throw. Complete to the near side to Jordan Mims, but he's going to get stopped at the 30, which would put him 10 yards shy. Eric Stokes, 4th-year man out of Georgia, is there. And there's a ton of Georgia players on this team.
That was one of the things defensively they tried to draft, and you see them coming in trying to punch that ball out. And, just to the speed right there on the edge. You've got to make sure I can chip out. Both of those times they did not chip out and didn't do a great job of it.
Jaden Reed is to our right. Matthew Hayball will boot it away, left-footed from his own 20. Reed comes up, makes the fair catch at his own 33-yard line on the left hash mark, and that's where the Packers have it yet again. 9:25 to play here in the second quarter. They lead it 14-0 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. St. Louis, Missouri.
Ho ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, Let's go places.
For fans of saving money. For fans of big rewards. For fans of getting more for your money. There's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second timeout for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate timeout from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Family, community, country. We care about what you care about. WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
9:25 to play in the second quarter. The Packers have had 27 plays to the Saints 9. Jordan Love 9 of 13 for 86. Jacobs 10 carries, 53 yards. Spencer Rattler's 2 of 3 for 18. He's also your leading rusher, 2 carries and 9 yards. Packers moving right to left. This is their third drive, scored on the first 2. 237-yard punts for Hayball. End around goes to Christian Watson. Saints are there. Watson escapes a few tackles and runs it out of bounds on the far side in front of the Saint bench. He'll get 8 yards to the 41 and a half, make it 9 yards. He'll have 2nd and 1 coming.
Yeah, and that's just a really nice job executing the play. I mean, the Saints had a blitz off the edge with Will Harris, but the play was going out wide. You know, Cam's chasing, Brzez's chasing. Play was forced back inside like you want, but the problem was it was 8 yards down the field, and that, way too much.
2nd and 1, under 9 minutes in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the bottom. Now Reed goes in motion. Now Orbit motions around and back behind Love, who goes to throw. Looking across the middle, wide open. Tight end, Tucker Kraft. 40, 35, 30. Knocked out of bounds by Demario Davis on the Saints on the near side. And it's crossing route, and he was open.
Yeah, and you talk about just tight ends this year, how they've hurt us, and no pressure on Love, and Demario's just trying to react. He's the middle of the field. He's the guy that has to be able to see it and get across, but nothing he can do in that situation, and not winning your one-on-ones. And you talk about just that it opens up so perfectly underneath.
Tucker Kraft picked up 30 on that. He has 7 touchdowns. He also has 2 receptions of 60 plus, 67 and 66. First down for the Packers. Handoff Wilson. He cuts it back against the grain and got some room down to the 20 before Willie Gay brings him down, along with Carl Granderson, but picked up about 8 yards again. You start getting 8 yards a clip on first down, man, it is just...
That's how the game started.
You can write your own script.
That's how it started. I mean, those first couple of drives, remember, at least that first drive, first couple of plays, it was +7, +8, and, talked about having the option to write their own script with some play action, and right now they just have the Saints defense on its heels.
2nd and 2, just outside the 20, middle of the field. Love under center. Jet sweep to Watson, room to run. 20-15 near sideline, pushed out of bounds by Alontae Taylor. Christian Watson down to the 6-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal, and he is still down, but holding on to his left knee.
The Saints defender was late to get up as well, and so Watson has been a guy that has had numerous injuries, hamstring and some other issues, and he's a big part of what they want to do. And they actually say stepped out at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry was the Saint who got up a little slow. He's walking right now. You can see just a bit of a limp in him. And you're right, Christian Watson he averages 21.4 yards out of receptions. So let's take this LCMC Health timeout. LCMC, 8 hospitals, 1 promise of keeping you well. Back after this, 14-0 Packers in the second quarter on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
LCMC Health, LCMC Health. They got 8 New Orleans hospitals keeping you well.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business. This is Brother Fromeyer with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-off for your job site, we got you covered like red beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Chevron with Techron has unbeatable engine cleaning power, and it gives you unbeatable mileage for all kinds of unbeatable destinations, like time in the sun at the beach, or time in the sun riding roller coasters, or a day in the sun hiking mountains. Well, probably just one mountain would be enough for a day, but hiking a mountain is still an unbeatable choice for how to spend time. Download the Chevron app now to get unbeatable mileage at locations near you.
Love the Saints? Follow us on Twitter, WWL Radio.
Tonight's game brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the Saints. 7:06 to play here in the second quarter. The Packers have 210 yards on 31 plays, averaging about 7 yards a carry. Watson is on the bike, was in the tent. First and goal for the Packers on this, their third drive, leading it 14-0. Touch pass, Reed to the far side. He's got blockers. Can he get to the corner? Cannot. Pete Werner and Will Harris drove him out of bounds. Looked like he had some room initially. He picked up 5.
Third time. I mean, the first 2 times it was Watson on the kind of reverses. Third time that they've kind of, now we're stretching your defensively, and now they should come right power at you.
And that power is Chris Brooks, and that power takes it in for the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 scores, 3 different people. Jacobs, Wicks, Brooks. Sounds like a law firm. We need an attorney.
I stretch you horizontally, and then I go pound you vertically. I started pounding you vertically with Jacobs, and then I go horizontal, and now come back pounding you vertically until the Saints, you've got to figure some stuff out defensively. One, you need your offense to stay out on the field to give you some breaks, but, they're getting any and everything that they want offensively.
Brandon McManus, the second kicker that the Packers have used this year, as he came in to replace Braden Narveson, who missed 5 in his first 6 games, so they brought in Brandon McManus in his 11th year at a Temple. He makes the extra point, and now there is 6:28 to play. 21-0 Green Bay. They have done
everything right.
They could not.
Everything right. If you wanted to work on a couple fourth down in the field play, you got that. You wanted to work on a couple hard counts on third down, you got that. You got everything that you wanted from the offensive side of the football. Defensively, you've gotten some plays. The Saints were able to hit you on the first drive. Game probably could have turned a little bit if the Saints would have put some pressure on them on their first drive and scored, but the Packers have gotten everything that they wanted.
Saints have 31 total yards as they get ready to get it for the third time. They're just not as effective as the Packers, who have scored every time they touch it, just as they did last week in Seattle.
Well, but the problem is defensively you can't get any stops, and then offensively you've been able to get a few first downs, but you can't have a 2nd and 28, a 2nd and 13, a 2nd and 18.
We've seen that. We know that by history.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what has happened to the Saints. When they didn't put themselves behind the chain, they had some plays. I don't have many plays for that.
Pettis and Jamal Williams back. It'll be Pettis on his own 2 on the near side. Crosses the 10, stays on the near side, crosses the 25, still on his feet, 35, and steps out of bounds. And see where they mark him out. Good return for Dante Pettis up to the 39-yard line. McManus was the one. The kicker made the stop, 37-yard return.
Yeah, the safety guy right there on the return went inside, and so Pettis, once he read it and was able to beat it, there was not a holding call. He's able to tight rope, and the only thing I'll tell Pettis going forward, punish the kicker. Punish the kicker. 13 personnel again, and this is how they started the game.
Empty backfield for Rattler on their own 39. Packers bring 3, throws it across the middle. Brought down as Foster Morrow goes high to get it and brings it down into Packer territory, and that is going to be a catch for the Coast. Venture Global donating $10 for every Saints receiving yard to their Catch for the Coast program. Venture Global innovating to provide low-cost LNG to the world. 21 for Foster, who Rattler talked about this week, said he's just Mr. Clutch. Sneaky long, sneaky fast, just finds the hole in the zone.
And that one was a heck of a throw and a heck of a play by Foster, because that ball may have been tipped right there at the end, but Foster's still able to bring it down.
Into Packer territory, to the 40, just where they got on their first drive. Toss outside, left side. Jamal Williams backs his way to about the 36-yard line between the numbers and the hash marks. Lucas Van Nest, second-year man out of Iowa, give 4 yards to Jamal.
Looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbo trying to official that was by the Saints bench. He didn't know where he didn't know where he was, because he was marking him way short. It was the other official he saw. He's like, wait, he's way up there. It was because of how he backed into that play.
Number 67. Shane Lemieux is in its center. Prentice up back in the I formation. 2nd and 6. Handoff. Jamal gets spun around again, back to the line, but takes it to about the 34-yard line is where they're officially spotting. 3rd down coming.
Man, if Jamal can keep his feet here, there's some yards to be had on this play. Wasn't blocked perfectly, but there's some yards to be had on this play.
Ball sitting at the 35 right now, 4:35, 21-0 Packers.
Call a timeout. Call a timeout. No, that wasn't 12 in the huddle. He's throwing a flag. They're running the guy off. He's trying to count and say it's 12 in the huddle.
12 men in the huddle, New Orleans. It's a 5-yard penalty.
No!
Alex almost sent Deuce down there.
No, that's not 12 in the huddle. They subbed the guy in. Maybe I can't count. That was not 12 in the huddle. Man, you just can't.
He was running off. He threw the flag before the guy.
There was another guy that ran on. You've got to be actually in the huddle. You can't just have, I got 12 men on the field.
3rd and 10 from the 40. Inside handoff, Kendre Miller looking for some room, still on his feet, and Kendre Miller takes it down inside the 30 on the numbers. I said inside the 30 on the numbers, not at the 30. 1st down for the Saints.
This is one where almost the Saints were saying, hey, we're going to go for it again, but Kendre picks up the yardage that's needed. I'm still hot about the previous play where they called the Saints for too many guys in the huddle, but the Saints, they have to be better with their substitutions. You're trying to play a lot of guys. I get it, but you have to be better with your substitutions.
Kendre Miller picks up the 1st down. 3:32. Play in the first half. 21-0. Miller has it. Left side, still on his feet. This time gets inside the 30. Between the numbers and the Saints sideline, short yardage. Eric Wilson and Rashawn Gary, who went to Paramus Catholic, New Jersey, a big rival of Bergen Catholic.
There might be some hitting going on out there. You look at some of the receivers and the blocking that they're doing on the edge. In the previous play, Trevor Penningen, he's burying a guy, but it hadn't led to points yet.
21-0, under 3 minutes, 2nd quarter. Saints trying to make it a football game. They get the ball to start the 3rd. Play action. Rattler's in trouble. Ball's loose. Ball is on the ground.
Are you going to call it a fumble or are you going to call it a pass?
They've called it a fumble right now, but let's see.
He was trying to throw it, but I don't know if it slipped out of his hands. He was trying to throw it. The arm was going forward 100%, but it's almost like a shuffle pass. That's what he was trying to do, and so it was just one that was pressure off of the edge.
Keyshawn Nixon put the pressure off the edge. And it's a fumble.
Elbow got hit.
Ball came loose. Packers get it. Packers have it. 2:45 to play. 21-0. Packers back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Discover Sazerac House, home to 3 incredible floors dedicated to New Orleans cocktail culture. Take a complimentary tour to uncover the legacy and lure of your favorite drinks. Explore interactive exhibits and a working microdistillery, all while enjoying cocktail samples sure to delight your taste buds. Elevate your visit in a cocktail class led by spirit experts. There's no better time to plan your visit. Book your complimentary tour at SazeracHouse.com today. Sazerac House, where every sip tells a story.
Football is a contact sport, but so is business. That's why you need the team at Marsh McLennan Agency. We've been providing business insurance, employee health and benefits, retirement, and private clients insurance solutions in Southeast Louisiana for 80 years. We combine the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's leading professional services firm. Put the power of our world-class local touch formula to work for you. Visit marshmma.com today. Marsh McLennan, proud partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Lambert, Zaney, Smith & Soso firm in New Orleans want to thank all the offshore workers, seamen, longshoremen, and crew members of the oil and gas and shipping industries that keep Louisiana and the United States moving forward. My name is Hugh Lambert, and for over 40 years, I've helped maritime workers understand the law so that they can make informed decisions, and I fight for their rights when seriously injured. If you work on or near the water and want to speak to an experienced maritime lawyer, look us up at lambertzaney.com. Consultations are free and confidential. Stay safe out there.
LA 18-0969. CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at ccIproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
One of America's legendary radio stations, reaching 5 states daytime, 38 at night, WWL.
Let's get down to Jeff Nowak with a fantasy update presented by Caesar Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Saints.
Yeah, guys, there are fantasy players and then there are league winners, and that's what Jonathan Taylor did today. First week of the playoff for a lot of leagues. 218 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. That's good for 39.8 standard fantasy points.
After the turnover and the fumble, the Packers have it at their own 34, moving right to left here in the second quarter, up 21-0. Screen pass to Josh Jacobs, who takes it on the near side, right on the numbers to the 40-yard line. So he picked up 6. Second down and 4 coming. Chase Young was there. 2:28 clock moving. Saints have 2 timeouts. Saints have 3 timeouts. The Packers have 2.
Mike, I saw the replay, and I'll give you what happened on that last play for the Saints. Last play as far as the possession was concerned.
All right. 2nd and 4 under center is Love. Jacobs is deep, but that's a play action. Looking down the middle of the field and overthrows on the near side. Romeo Dobbs had him open. Tyrann Mathieu there. Will Harris just a little bit overthrown.
Well, and the reason it was because the Bink was coming down. He was, known probably as a run stuffer, but he had pressure again, and he forced that throw probably a little bit earlier. But on the Saints' previous offensive play, Jamal went to help because there was a twist stunt, and he's going to help out the offensive line, but his guy ends up coming. He's the one that off the slot that ends up hitting Spencer Rattler, and so you're trying to help out your buddy, but your guy ends up coming, and that's why the fumble was caused.
So now it's 3rd and 4. Saints trying to get off the field. Deep pass. Looking for Christian Watson. Overthrown on the near side. Running step and step with Kool-Aid, McKinstry, and Watson. And that's the 2-minute warning. We'll take a break. Now it is 21-0, and the Packers are going to punt after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Call locally owned Terminix today for a free inspection.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Termite season is here. Defend your property. Call Terminix.
Attention treasure hunters, upcyclers, and bargain hunters. The new Goodwill East Outlet Store at 5770 Reed Boulevard is now open. Often called the Pound Store or Goodwill Bins, this is where you'll find an unbeatable variety of merchandise by the pound. Whether you're looking to score a great deal, find hidden gems, or repurpose something unique, this is your go-to shopping spot. Hurry to the Goodwill East Outlet today, 5770 Reed Boulevard. Your next treasure awaits. Goodwill. Shop, save, support your community.
Cummins is known for their commitment to quality, performance, and products that are built to last. They make it their business to understand their customers' priorities and partner in their success. Cummins has the technical expertise and experience to deliver fast, high-quality repairs using genuine parts. And by calling 1-800-CUMMINS, you have access to one of the largest and most capable sales, service, and support organizations in the industry 24/7. For more information on Cummins products, service, or support, call 1-800-CUMMINS.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
It's a good day getting started. Tommy Tucker, weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn on the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio this Sunday at 12 o'clock when the Saints take on the Raiders in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
Tucker Kraft, the tight end, 3 catches, 63 yards. The Saints offensively have 63 yards, but with 1:57 to play, the Packers have allowed 53 points in their final 2 minutes. So the Saints with Dante Pettis to our left, and punting for the first time, Daniel Whelan, who was part of the Saints training camp in 22, gets it away. Pettis will come up and goes into the end zone as Pettis pretended like he was going to catch it, but he was at the 20. The ball was in the end zone, and so the Saints...
That was a rocket.
That was 60 yards, net 40, but Pettis was like trying to pretend like it was like going to land at the 10.
Yeah,
it landed 10 yards deep.
Yeah, that ball hit. If you talk about how the name is in the end zone, there's probably 2 yards left in the end zone where that ball hit. Hey, let's see if the Saints offensively, you got timeouts, you got all 3, see if you can get something going with the 2 minute.
Saints have it at the 20. Jordan Mims is the back. Inside handoff is Mims. Has some room to run. Cuts it back. Stayed in the middle of the field, but took it up to the 29-yard line. He picked up 9. Keyshawn Nixon is there. Saints go quick. Minute 37. Second quarter, 21-0. After the Saints stop the Packers for the first time tonight. Shotgun. Inside handoff again. This time it's Mims again, and he's going to get kind of marched short about half a yard. Edgerrin Cooper stopped him, and that's probably a good call. His D's were down. 3rd and 1, 1:13. Mims stays in to throw. Rattler dumps it off. Caught by Mims. Falls down to the 32.
Late flag, and it should be on the a hit on the quarterback, 15 yards.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 57, 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's Brenton Cox, and that's going to be good news for the Saints as they get a 15. So Brenton Cox, for 17 games in a row, did not play. He was inactive, but he was well. So then they played him in week 11, and since then he's had 5 games, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. Like, oh, oops, sorry about that. Should have played you.
Should have played you, but I'll take that 15.
And look at it. That's when they marched that off. It was a first down. Good job by Jordan Mims. He was able to leap to catch the ball.
They want to make. Well, now they're going to review it. They want to make sure that Jordan actually caught the ball. So they want to make sure that Jordan actually caught the ball, and it shouldn't be very long.
Because it would only be the difference of a few yards, right?
After review, the pass was
first down.
Yeah. We will enforce the roughing the passer 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Well, and for Jordan, he has to understand defensively, you're the check down. They're coming to you 9 times out of 10 unless it's pressure. I mean, because they don't want to get beat over the top. And he jumped, he panicked almost, like he felt like he was going to get hit immediately. Ball was a little bit high, but he's got to understand that, hey, I'm the check down. I am getting all of these throws. Those 2 safeties are high.
106, please.
2 safeties high. Any check down, that linebacker better be getting depth.
1:06 to play before halftime. Jordan Mims remains in. 3 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Rattler in the middle of the pocket to throw. my goodness. It went through the hands of Jordan Mims and then right into the hands of Juwan Johnson, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Juwan was like, you talk about a ricochet and looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, this is a true ricochet, and Juwan was like, man, you got to be kidding me. You know, ball goes through his hands again, that being Mims, just trying to run a little option route with him. He can't secure it, and off the ricochet, we can't pick it up. It's about how the night has gone so far.
2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun is Rattler. Here comes some pressure, steps up, now he's going to run it. Now he gets to the outside, looking for some blockers. Can't get any. Gets nailed down by Eric Wilson. Saints call the timeout.
No, they don't call it. No, they don't call it.
I listen to you. When you say timeout, I say timeout.
I would have preferred, now you call it. I would have preferred for you to call it a lot earlier. Here's the problem. Who's at center for me?
Shane Lemieux.
Who's at quarterback for me?
Spencer Rattler.
What receivers do I have?
Foster Moreau.
Who's at the back for me? So I've got all of these young guys that's playing. Normally that time I would have been called with 50 seconds.
Mims goes out. Now Jamal
it's already 3rd down. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? All right, I'll do it. And so if I had the allotment of regular guys, no doubt.
It is a mash of guys that are just fighting.
And you know what you're going to get right here? Pressure.
3rd down and 7 with 46 seconds. Jamal Williams came in for Mims. He's out of the shotgun. Ball just shy in midfield at the 48. Snap. Here comes some pressure. Rattler throws to the outside, caught on the outside, and they fumbled it, but I think he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, he
should
caught
be
it.
A catch and fumble.
He caught it, fumbled it out of bounds.
Carrington Valentine was on the coverage.
You can't fumble forward, so it's just right there at the point.
And that was Kevin Austin. Came back for the football, does make the catch, and then Valentine knocks it out. Picked up 18, and 81 picked up 18.
Well, I mean, the Saints, they got to know the clock is running. I mean, and so you either call timeout. What are you doing? Call timeout.
They breaking the huddle. Clock is moving. 17 seconds. This is 100% correct. Now they stop it.
Yeah, I mean the clock.
The Saints said it's out of bounds.
Yeah, the Saints. You should have told. You stopped the clock. You waved it down. The clock should have been stopped.
That's what
unless you're saying that he was down in bounds. Unless you're saying he was down in bounds, the clock should have proceeded to go. But I mean, the Saints didn't know. The offensive line didn't know. They huddled up. Saints didn't know that the clock was still running. And now Rizzi's trying to talk to him and say, hey, look, there should be at least 11 seconds on the clock.
Right now there's 15, but they were huddling up as we're taking a look at it again. Austin makes the catch, and as he turns,
he lost it out of bounds. You can't forward the ball fumble, though. You can't forward it. So, and the clock stopped fumble.
Clock would have been at 39. Now it's at 15.
And so originally they did stop the clock, but then they put it in motion, and so now Green Bay looks like they want to call the timeout. So the Saints literally lost probably 17,
easily, yes.
18 seconds. The Saints huddled up. They huddled up and everything. If they knew that the officials said the clock was stopped, and then once they said nope, it was a fumble, the ball went out of bounds. I don't think the Saints sideline knew that the clock had started back up because you had what, 2 timeouts? You could have used the timeout immediately.
Right. They still have 1 left.
Yeah, but I would have loved to have 38 seconds.
Right. Oh, heck yeah.
You know, and so just a big loss for him. So where do you go? Middle of the field is still open, wide open because you have the timeout. You want to obviously score a touchdown, but you're probably a little wind. You're probably in range for a long field goal. You would love 10 to 15 more yards as well, though.
Rattler to throw, 15 seconds. Looking, he's in trouble. The one thing he cannot do is take a sack. Rizzi calls the timeout with 9 seconds, but the ball is back in the middle of the Packer logo at midfield.
Even if I don't like the play, throw it out of bounds. Even if I don't like the play, I have to throw this ball. I have to throw this ball out of bounds. And so I cannot do that. cannot do that. And so now it's basically, all right, you're just almost, it's a Hail Mary throw. You can be greedy. You do have one timeout. I can try to probably get 9 yards, 12 yards. And if I'm Green Bay, I'm playing fences, trying to stop the Saints. But the Saints can work the middle of the field. I just want to catch it, give myself up, and go down.
Devontae Wyatt was the one with the sack.
And now Green Bay calls timeout 3-6. They don't have enough guys on the field, huh? And there's the 11th guy. They only had 10 on the field. Yeah, they only had 10 guys on the field, and so now they rotate a guy. But the Saints, you can work the middle of the field. You can work outside the field. You cannot take a sack. I can get 10 yards, 11 yards. Give myself up, call timeout.
You're talking about before the sack?
Now. Before the sack, you've got one timeout.
Oh, okay.
A lot's going on. We're moving. We're moving.
We're in this building, and the smallest little marker over there is
on the screen says timeout. One golden mark.
9 seconds. Rattler to throw. Steps up, fires to the outside. Incomplete. Way high. So 3rd and 22. 5 seconds.
Can't do anything now. You can't.
I like your.
Well, you can't. You don't get.
Not now.
Yeah, you don't get the free play here. So now I'm flooding somebody in the middle of the field because all of the depth will try to say, "Oh, it's a Hail Mary, Hail Mary." I'm only running one player to the sideline. Now it's no choice but a Hail Mary.
Saints bring 3 to the bottom.
And if you're Green Bay, you rush all 5 guys. They've got 3 in the box. You rush all 5 like they do.
Rattler's in trouble, now rolls to his right. He is going to get it off and just lofts it towards the end zone. In the corner, ball is incomplete, out of bounds. Kevin Austin, Cedric Wilson was actually picked off by Anderson, but it was the end of the half.
It was out of bounds, I think, as well. And
he was out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you didn't handle that right. You didn't handle that series. That you didn't handle it right at all.
Xavier McKinney was the one who actually did get the football. The teams cross paths on their way to the locker room. 21-0 Packers. Saints will get it first to start the third quarter here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Need a winning care plan for your loved ones? About You In-Home Care provides professional, compassionate in-home care across Louisiana, Mississippi, and beyond. From daily help to specialized care, we're on your team wherever you need us. Don't fumble when it comes to care. Call 985-246-6475 or visit aboutyouinhomecare.com. About You In-Home Care. Your home team for compassionate care.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second timeout for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate timeout from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Drew Brees here. The B1 Bank first half breakdown coming to you after this.
WWL is the news, talk, and sports leader. Time now for the Rouse's Markets halftime show. Shop Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Here's Steve Geller.
Welcome into the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. The Saints losing 21-0 to the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. Time for our B1 breakdown of the first half, presented by B1 Bank. Get uncomplicated personal and business banking at b1bank.com. Looking at the team stats in this matchup, the Green Bay Packers have 222 total yards compared to the Saints, who have just racked up 81. The Green Bay Packers have 15 first down. The New Orleans Saints just 6. Looking at total plays right now, Green Bay with 36 compared to the Saints of 23. Individual numbers in this matchup: Spencer Rattler's 4 of 8 passing, 56 yards, has been sacked twice and has a QB rating of 72.9. Looking at Jordan Love, 12 of 18, 127 yards passing with the touchdown. He has a 105.6 QB rating. The man we were all worried about heading into this matchup, Josh Jacobs, the Packers running back, has 10 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown so far. He's also caught 4 balls for 38 yards. Looking at the Saints rushing numbers, Kendra Miller's rush for 12 yards, Jordan Mims 9, Jamal Williams 8. Spencer Rattler's leading the team currently with 13 yards rushing. Receiving wise, there's just been 4 completions for the black and gold. Foster Morrow's got 2 of those. Things need to change dramatically in the second half for this black and gold bunch. We're going to take a break. When we return, get the Cajun Cannons breakdown on this Rouse's Market Halftime Show right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Night Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit CraigsElectrical.com.
This is old number 8, Archie Manning. Join me at Manning's Sports Bar and Grill with award-winning burgers, 24 beers on tap, craft cocktails, 13-foot mega screens, plus recliners. Manning's Sports Bar and Grill is where you'll catch me watching the games. Ready to be a legend of your own game? Head on over to Caesars for 24/7 action-packed gaming, where the tables are hot, the dice are fast, and the slots are generous. Remember, you can't win if you don't play.
Must be 21 or older to enter casino and gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you found the right person, you just know it. The same is true when you find the right diamond engagement ring, created with natural diamonds. Each one personally selected and meticulously handcrafted at Oakland Heart Jewelers. Our team can help you find your dream ring at the best possible price without compromising quality or wonderful service. At Oakland Heart Jewelers, we buy our diamonds directly from the source, which means an engagement ring can actually cost you less. There's a great work of art in every box from Oakland Heart on Metairie Road.
Saints fans, a toast. This one's for the Tostitos chip fan. Every game day squad has one. The teammate that's always there to lend some Tostitos chips and dip and never lets the bowls run dry. Not one for attention. Chip fans let their crunches speak for them. You, chip fan, are the crunch to our chip and the flavor in our dip to your legacy. We raise our Tostitos. This season, team up with Tostitos, the official chip and dip of the Saints.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
We're back here on the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. Welcome to Rouse's Market. Shop Rouse's official supermarket of the Saints. Cajun Cannon, black and gold in a 21-0 hole on Monday Night Football. Everything that could have gone wrong to start this matchup has gone awry, unfortunately, for this black and gold bunch.
It's embarrassing. Are we an NFL team? I don't know. It's truly like the 9th grade, the freshmen playing the varsity, the JV playing the varsity. I mean, we look like we don't even belong with the Packers. I'm not saying, you're going to beat the Packers. That's the reason why we're a 14.5-point underdog. But I don't know. We don't even look like pros.
No, that offense is so decimated right now. It's rough.
And I don't know. To show you how bad it is Mike Ditka days. They just flashed this on the TV screen. We now scoreless in the first half for 2 consecutive games. Last time that happened, 1997. Mike Ditka. I mean, like I said, remember I told you after last week, Drew Brees, Sean Payton is definitely half empty instead of half full, the glass right now. There's not no rebuilding, tweak here, tweak that. No.
Well, now I've seen Twitter, Bobby, and fans are missing Derek Carr seeing the QB play we've had to put up with.
No, yes, you might think, well, Derek Carr's not the answer. I know he's the answer over Spencer Rattler or Jake Hayner, right now. I mean, you even have fans right now, they don't want to cry, so they have to make a joke and say, like, I thought the point spread was like 14.5 points a half. So don't we get 14.5 in the second half also? So I guess we're winning 29-21 now. No, it's just making a joke. It's amazing. But, hey, the truth hurts. I mean, just look how the game started. Again, the Packers, on just in the first quarter, on third down, they're 4 or 5 sustaining drives, and they were 2 of 2 on fourth down. So when you look at like a third and fourth down play, when you're that aggressive, we're going to make it, we're going to make it. So all of a sudden, they're like 6 of 7. And to set the tone, like, they go like 10 plays, 63 yards, we're losing 7-0. Then they go 96 yards, 17 plays, basically 9 minutes. Now it's 14-0. And I was like, oh, and then, we get the ball back after that's 14-0. We go 3 and out. So no, it was nothing to write home about. They're not trying to trick us. They're getting Josh Jacobs involved. And we all know that he's their workhorse. He was going to be involved. I mean, when you look at Jordan Love, he's not doing anything special. I mean, he's just, playing the quarterback position. When you look at, like, big plays, I mean, I don't know how Spencer Rattler even completed that pass. That would just say, hell with it, I'm just throwing it. That 21-yard completion of Foster Moreau, no, that throw was unbelievable. I don't know how he got in there. Linebacker was great coverage, good concentration by Foster Moreau, and Rattler might have just said, screw it, I'm throwing it. But if you look at it, this is the drive that when you see when they went to make it 21-0, they went 6 plays, 67 yards on that third drive. Look at the first 4 plays, +9, +30, +8, +14. I mean, that was unbelievable, but I don't know. I didn't get much better. And plus, we -1 in the turnover margin. You need to win that. We need it to be on the plus side. So, no, Steve, it would be a miraculous comeback. I hope we have some kind of fight in the second half.
We're moments away from more exciting Saints play-by-play with Deuce and Hawes, brought to you by Auctioneer Health. Long live you. Long live the Saints. Back with more on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
It's a wrap on the Rouse's Markets halftime show. Shop Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Stick around for the second half on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey y'all, I'm Steve Azar, inviting you to escape to Pearl River Resort, where the fun is going non-stop. Enjoy gaming excitement and catch the thrill of the big win. After the thrills, test your skills at the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. There's dining delight and love at first sight. And it's always no work and all play at Silver Star and Golden Moon Casinos. So come on, leave it all behind and head to Pearl River Resort.
Hey Saints fans, Rouse's Markets has 100% premium USDA Angus Choice Beef boneless whole tenderloins, $11.99 a pound. Save up to $10 a pound. USDA Prime Beef whole boneless beef brisket is $3.97 a pound. Save up to $3.02 a pound. Baby back pork ribs of St. Louis style ribs are $2.49 a pound. Save up to $1.50 a pound. And a 1 pound pack of Louisiana peeled crawfish is $15.99. Shop Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the Saints.
Hi, this is Drew Brees. Innovative technology is an essential part of banking. B1 Bank has all the tools you need to make your banking experience uncomplicated. From online banking to the B1 Bank mobile app, manage your business accounts anytime, anywhere. At B1 Bank, you can expect access to innovative technology in addition to personalized service. Learn more at b1bank.com.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer. St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for a heart-thumping career? Get your blood pumping by becoming an EMT. Acadian Ambulance is hiring, and you can become an EMT in just 4 months. Visit nolamedics.com to register today. That's nolamedics.com.
Talk Saints football with our resident pro, Bobby Hebert. Weekdays 4 to 8 p.m. on WWL. Time now for Keys to the Second Half. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
Couple things this team has to do better to be able to make this a competitive game. You got to get off the field on third down defensively. Offensively, you can't hurt yourself with penalties. Too many 12 men in the huddle. Too many false start situations. You had one where just not clean. Defensively, third down situation, third and long, ended up with 2 penalties, give them third and short. Fourth down situations, ended up converting both of those. They're stretching you, from a vertical standpoint. They're stretching you horizontally. You've got to show a little fight here. I don't know how much fight you showed in that first quarter, first half, as far as the Saints, and so it's got to be a lot better.
21-0 as we speak for the second consecutive week. The Saints are held scoreless in the first half. Consecutive games. Packers will kick it off. McManus to our left. To our right is going to be Pettis and Jamal Williams, and the former Green Bay Packer Jamal Williams takes it on the near side. Now brings it to the middle of the field. Hit hard, tries to bounce off, but he bounces down instead just across the 20 to the 22, and there he is again, Edgerrin Cooper, the second-round pick, 45th overall out of Texas A&M.
Saints offensively, you found a little something in that 2-minute drill, but you just put yourself behind the chains with the sack, put yourself behind the chains, not being able to execute at the level that you needed to do so.
Same thing on the first drive. First drive of the game, got it to the 40, and then just kind of couldn't get anything going, and not a whole lot of good in between those two drives. They'll start from the 22, hand off to Miller, middle of the field. He'll take it to about the 25-yard line before he is brought down by Kenny Clark, who is their Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, 3 yards.
And that time he just was able to swim. Saints offensive line, I think that was Lucas Patrick that he was locked up with, and once he swam him, there's really nothing tailback could do for you.
Lemieux stays in at center. The rest of the line stays the same. Penning, Ruiz, Patrick, and Fuaga. Rattler to throw, middle of the pocket. Does throw, complete to the numbers, and Kendre Miller, who takes it across the 32. Should be a first down.
Yeah, it is enough for a first down, and nice job just being able to find my check down. One of the things you talked about, having to tackle Kendre, I would have loved for him to probably had about another 7 or 8 touches there in that first half. It just didn't materialize for you.
6 carries, 15 yards. Saints get the first down. Handoff, left side, stuffed quickly between the numbers and the hash marks. That's Kendre Miller again, and that's going to be Kenny Clark and Eric Wilson on the stop. No yards.
Yeah, run blitz there, and you saw it coming from a mile away. You saw that run blitz. You saw the action once the Saints had motion. That safety and that linebacker were both coming backside.
21-0 as we start the second half at Lambeau. Saints moving right to left. All white, gold helmets. Rattler under center will throw. Now steps up, just flips it complete, middle of the field. Kendre Miller will spin his way out of one tackle across the 40 to about the 41. The question is, would Spencer have gotten more yards keeping it, or did he get more yards throwing it?
Here's the thing, I don't want Spencer getting hit. So Spencer gave it to one of the athletes there. We saw him run earlier. Got a pretty good lick on Spencer, and that time Spencer just said, hey, look, I'm going to take the yardage through the running back instead of me trying to run the football.
Kendre's got an 8-yard run and an 8-yard reception. 3rd down and 2. Jordan Mims is in the game to the right of Rattler. Out of the shotgun, Packers bring 4. Throws it, incomplete in the direction of Dante Pettis, but it was wide and low.
Yeah, no separation. 0 separation there, and low pass. You had a nice cup as far as from a protection standpoint. Just no separation. They passed it off great. I would love for him to be able to cut inside. You can see how you never really expanded him as far as the corner to be able to create the space that you needed.
See if the Saints have already faked 3 this year. This is a 4th and 2. They come to the line quick.
You've got it if you do it.
Now they shift back to the left. They were heavy right, now they're heavy left. Hayball's to our right, still waiting for somebody to get the snap. They look over to Rizzi.
All right, there's a call from Rizzi.
And now we are going to get
delay a game. Which I don't understand. I mean, if I'm going to run it, I'm going to run it.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
So they went up for help me. They go like heavy way right.
Yeah, but it was short. So if you were going to only get it, snap it short, then I'm going to short snap it and just hook and seal.
And then when they came back to this side.
Yeah, I mean, because look at some of the guys that are on the field. I think that was one of the tight ends, and now they take him out. Now when you go back, they were ready for it.
So now it's 3rd down and 7.
So they did this earlier, and it's just almost a direct snap type where they're snapping it to the punter.
They do. And Hayball gets it away. Jaden Reed makes the fair catch on the far side at the 15. Whole lot of nothing going on there. 12-14 to play. 21-0. Packers have the football, a 49-yard punt. But no points yet for the Saints. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Caesars Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of the New Orleans Saints. Download the app using promo code SAINTS1000 and place your first bet. If you win, great. If not, you'll get it back as a bonus bet up to $1,000. Open to new users in Louisiana who are 21 or older. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City and Caesars New Orleans. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned as a bonus bet. Bonus bet expires 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards.
If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-633-4207. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
What's up, Saints fans? It's John Stinchcomb here. Come aboard the official Saints Legends fan cruise presented by Seaside Events. How about enjoying an exclusive beach party with over a dozen legends in the stunning Western Caribbean? Plus, get autographs, enjoy dinners with us, and so much more. Don't miss out. Head to SaintsLegendsCruise.com now and get ready to create lifelong memories with your favorite Saints legends.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
A 48-yard punt by Matthew Hayball. The ball sits right down to our left at the 16-yard line. The Packers moving left to right, leading 21-0, 12-14 to play here in the third quarter. Jordan Love with an empty backfield. They've been very strong on their opening drive of the second half. Have the Packers 7 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Josh Jacobs now gets the little touch pass to the right side and a hole, and he just rolls over Alontae Taylor. Pete Werner brought him down, as did Taylor, but not until he got to the 21-yard line. Picked up 5, needs 5 more on second down.
Yeah, just a little option right there, or not even really an option. Just he was pitching it the whole way, so I get it and I just option it out to the tailback, and
Alontae took it.
Yeah, it's physical. He took it right in the chest.
Yeah. 2nd and 5 from the 21. Jacobs is the deep back. Love under center. Now Bo Melton gives in motion and gets the jet sweep. Room to run. 25, 30. Grabbed by the jersey and finally pulled out of bounds in front of the Saints bench. Kool-Aid McKinstry and Will Harris. But
4th one we saw today, and I don't know if it's because the defensive end is tight, but our defensive end, they don't have a chance. I mean, they're nowhere close. That is the 4th one kind of a stretch the defense look that they have run 2 times, I know, to Watson.
And they usually run it to Jaden Reed. That's the first time I've seen it to run to Bo Melton.
It's getting yards.
First down. This time Jacobs gets it, middle of the field. He bounces off of one and takes it to the outside in the numbers and brought down by Carl Granderson, but at about the 43-yard line. So he picked up 8 yards, and second and 2 coming up.
And you talked about bouncing off. I thought it was a tackle that he broke inside. It wasn't a tackle. He just cut. It was a nice cut. No one on Saints defensive line was able to get off of any of the blocks up front until, another situation where earlier it was, 2nd and 3 and 4. Now they've increased it to second and 1.
Y'all wonder if they might take a shot here at some point.
They haven't done it on second and short a couple of times to do so.
And won't again this time. Jacobs gets it. He gets hung up by Pete Werner, but he still gets enough to get the first down because they didn't need much. 2nd and 1.
Not only that, he broke a tackle.
Yeah, Pete Werner. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
So it's first down. Josh Jacobs comes off a little banged up. I don't know if he's going to go in the 10, do right, maybe a little stinger on that one. Chris Brooks is now in the game. Pistol formation, deep back, gets the football, middle of the field. Runs right into Demario Davis, puts his head down. Davis brings him down, but into Saints territory to about the 47-yard line.
And for the Saints, you're not able to bring any legs. You're taking all of the brunt. As far as, you talked about the Lunty Taylor play. Lunty took all of that hit. Right there, Demario, he takes all of that hit. And so for the Saints, you're not able to deliver any same foot, same shoulder type of action. It's just, hey, I got to catch.
Second down and 3. Ball at the Saint 47. Under center is Love. Handoff, this time Brooks to the outside. The Saints string it out, but he breaks a tackle, and he gets the first down. He broke through Peyton Turner, through Demario Davis. Chase Young finally brought him down, but he got the first down.
And I think it was Ridgeway as well. Just looking back at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, 3 guys had a shot at him. And it was Passion, Ridgeway, Demario. None of us could bring him down until the first down was gotten. And so that has kind of been the problem the whole game, where it was like you knew you had to come into this game and tackle. You had to tackle well, and we have not done so.
So it's another Packer first down. Be about 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. When he gets the snap, Love does. One hops it to Melton on the outside. Never really got it in his hands, I don't think. And he wanted to throw it to Melton on the far side, and one hopped it.
And we saw earlier on the touchdown play where they kind of ran that pick play, and there it probably should have been a flag for a pick play, even though it was incomplete. Definitely picked off the corner that's running in motion.
8 minutes exactly. 21-0. Packers, this is their first drive of the second half. Emmanuel Wilson in. Again, Jacobs went off a little gingerly after a hit. Jordan Love to throw. Stands, now dumps it off to Wilson. Wilson barrels into Taylor. Taylor didn't let go of him. Taylor grabbed him by the feet, but like Deuce just said, Saints are taking the brunt of the tackles.
Taking the brunt of the tackles, and so, how do I get a guy down? I don't want a guy to run straight through my chest. And, just from they are being more physical than we are. And whether it's the line of scrimmage, whether it's in the second level, the third level, that's really what you got right now.
Brooks is 6'1", 230. Emmanuel Wilson, 5'11", 226. And they've done more than their share of just kind of filling in for Jacobs. They average 4.7 yards a carry when they're in for him. Third down and 6. Saints trying to get off the field. Love throwing deep down the far side. Incomplete. Trying to hit Reed. Alontae Taylor was in pursuit. Incomplete pass, and fourth down.
It's a really nice job of coverage there by Alontae Taylor. That ball would have had to been perfect. And it still was a really probably good throw. Lonnie Taylor, he's in the hip pocket of the receiver running that over route.
We saw Whelan early boom a punt. He has the 6th longest in the NFL this year with a 74-yarder against Minnesota, and he is to hold right now for Brandon McManus, who will try a 55-yarder from the right hash mark.
Saints are short a guy.
Kick is away. The kick is good. Brandon McManus has only missed one. He's 15 of 16. Nails it from 55 yards. 24-0. Packers. 7:03 to play here in the third quarter on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Discover Sazerac House, home to 3 incredible floors dedicated to New Orleans cocktail culture. Take a complimentary tour to uncover the legacy and lure of your favorite drinks. Explore interactive exhibits and a working microdistillery, all while enjoying cocktail samples sure to delight your taste buds. Elevate your visit in a cocktail class led by spirit experts. There's no better time to plan your visit. Book your complimentary tour at SazeracHouse.com today. Sazerac House, where every sip tells a story.
It's not about how you start the job. It's whether or not you finish that counts. The Ford F-150 truck can help. With the freedom to choose between available gas, Power Boost Hybrid, or all-electric powertrains, you'll have the power, capability, and efficiency you need to get the job done right. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 47 straight years. Ford F-150 and your Southern Quality Ford dealer. Official truck of the New Orleans Saints.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Protect your home or business with the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
When it's miserable outside, Dave is comfortable inside with his Train AC and heating system. Train's a proud sponsor of the New Orleans Saints. It's hard to stop a Train, but it's easy to afford one. At TrainSouth.com, find a dealer and special offers in your area. Save now at TrainSouth.com.
Life's too short to be serious all the time. Tommy Tucker, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Verizon, the network America relies upon.
24-0, the longest field goal by Brandon McManus of the season for him. He's got a 61-yarder in his career, but the 55 is his longest. 10 plays of the season. 10 plays, 47 yards, 5:11 off the clock. That's the third drive of 10 plays or more for the Packers. Also the third drive of 5 minutes or more by the Packers. McManus to our left will be kicking to Dante Pettis and Jamal Williams to our right. Good return last time from Pettis. This time Williams gets it on the near side, crosses the 20 and up into the near the 30-yard line by Aaron Mosby. And the Saints are back on the field, still looking for points. This is kind of when Spencer came into the game against Washington, kind of after a long drive in the third quarter. It was 17-0. Man, it is going to get something going offensively.
You've had some chances, you just can't execute. You can't execute at the level that you need to.
Kendre Miller is the deep back in the pistol formation. Now Austin comes to the near side. Snap. Rattler steps up, and he will pull it down and slide as he crosses the 35, and they'll mark him just outside of the 35, call it the 36, where he began his slide, got 6 yards.
Well, that defensive line, starting to tee off and get some pressure. They know the Saints can't really run the ball a lot.
Miller is in on a 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Under center is Rattler. Saints moving right to left in the third. Handoff Miller. Just gets waylaid at the 35 like Deuce was talking about. Kingsley Enagbare, third-year man out of South Carolina. They're just waiting on him.
That one, and Cooper, I think it was the other guy that cleaned them up. I mean, but it was a cutback, and, both of them come off of a block right there on the edge. Penning's blocking, then Cooper, he's free. He's a free runner off of the backside, so the Saints can't get anybody on him, and just makes it tough on the back.
3rd down and 4 for the Saints. Need to get to the 40. Call a long 4. Rattler now brings Miller back towards the middle. He's in the shotgun. Now he'll step up and he'll run it again. This time he's got room. 40 flag. Comes in late. Going to be holding on the Saints.
If it's not holding, it's probably hands to the face.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 55. 5-yard penalty at the end of the run. 1st down.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kemp. I apologize. Thank you, Deuce.
Definitely will take that one as well.
Picked up 9 yards, did Spencer Rattler. The Packers were kind of celebrating after the flag. I thought it looked like it might be called on the Saints, but
they were hoping for a holding call, but you can see his hands get high.
So the Saints are at midfield, sitting right at the top of the G of the logo. Rattler out of the shotgun. Gives it to Mims. Right side, nothing doing. Wide zone, couldn't get out, couldn't cut back. Lost a couple. Devontae Wyatt, another Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, just looking at that Rouse's Market Jumbotron, Mims has to understand that how they're stringing that play out. I've got to be able to put my foot in the ground and just get what I can get. I may not get, 7-8 yards there, but they're stringing that play out the whole way.
He lost a couple. 2nd and 12, 4:52, 3rd quarter. Saints have it. Down 24-0. Receiver to the top, 2 to the bottom. Rattler to throw. Has time. Throws towards the sidelines, and that is going to be caught by Juwan Johnson, and a 1st down to the Packer 35-yard line. Shows that athleticism, goes high and brings it down.
Nice job on the protection. That ball, I thought it floated a little bit, but it was just a long throw there by Spencer Rattler, and Juwan is able to make the catch.
Picked up 17 yards to the 35. Rattler to throw again. In trouble. And he's going to go ball. I thought maybe the ball came loose, but he went down for his 3rd sack. Shane Lemieux looks a little dinged up as well. Jamal Williams comes out. Pettis, Miller, Mims come in.
And that's where you get pressure off of the edge, and then the quarterback can't step up into the pocket. I would love for my back to chip on the way out. That's one of the things that probably frustrates you the most. You're not the primary target. I can help my tackles out. I can help my guards out if I'm going through the A and the B gap.
Costly sack of 7 yards makes it 2nd and 17. Rattler to throw. Little tunnel screen to Mims, who gets hauled down on the numbers quickly by Edgerrin Cooper. 3.5 sacks, 59 tackles, an interception, and a forced fumble that rookie had coming in.
And that did not look clean from the look from it. I don't know if you want the back to be able to lead guy on that or what, but it wasn't a clean whatsoever, and so you're really in pony personnel, and so I either want my back to be able to press up and block the guy that's on the line of scrimmage, but it's almost like you just lost Kendre there.
3rd down and 17. Packers bring 4. Rattler's stepping up now, fires it across the middle, caught by Dante Pettis, who makes the 1st down. Inside the 25 to the 23. Rattler leaped into the air and threw the ball to Pettis, who was brought down by Carrington Valentine. Couple of big plays by Juwan Johnson and Dante Pettis.
It looked like Spencer was going to take off running, but, you talk about a strong arm. He reared back, and he threw that one with everything, and it was for a strike, a big strike that the Saints needed, because 3rd and forever.
Under center, play action now. Rattler rolls to the right, looks back to the left, and that's going to be picked off. Trying to hit Foster Moreau, picked off by Zane Anderson, the safety, doing a double coverage. Moreau was working down the sideline.
They were trying to run tight end leak. He should have just took the flat route. The flat was open. They were trying to run tight end leak, but it was not there.
Packers get their 2nd turnover. We'll take a break. 2:11 to play, 24-0. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Football and Miller Lite, New Orleans' greatest pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Knocking on bar tops for luck. Kicking back on any given Sunday. You never forget the way some things taste. Saints football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ho ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey folks, Bobby Hebert and Cajun Cannon here. We all know there's something special about growing up in Louisiana. Our culture, our history, and how we care for each other cannot be matched anywhere in the world. The same goes for Louisiana Dental Center. Local dentists helping local people just like you and me. And of course, for years, proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. How about them Saints?
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
America's powerhouse station, reaching 5 states daytime, over 38 at night. WWL.
Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report. And Jeff, I want to ask you, what's the temperature? How's it been down there?
Oh, it's cold. It's cold. And two guys who are out here in the cold who aren't playing, Derek Carr and Chris Olave. Olave came back to practice this week for the first time. They're not closing the book on him. We may still see him back this year. Derek Carr, same story. He's working to play. He's not ready yet, but I think next week is probably on the table for him.
After the interception by Rattler, thank you, Jeff. The Packers have it. Back to throw is Love. Has some pressure, dumps it off, tipped into the air, and that is going to be Bink. No, he had it.
It was his own teammate that hit him. Bink had the interception. He made the tip. But it was Alontae Taylor, I think, that hit him. It was Alontae Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
That's how
Bink.
it's been.
He is some kind of hacked. He made a great athletic play, has it, and then Alontae Taylor
hit him.
I don't know.
He tipped the ball
trying
up.
to be diplomatic somewhere.
Hey, Alontae Taylor hit him. he got the tip. Tip it up. He's catching it.
He would have been his second interception of the year for Bink.
3+.
Handoff. Emmanuel Wilson outside. Gets outside the number, still on his feet. 35 and run out of bounds in front of his own bench, but he picks up the first down to the 37-yard line. Alontae Taylor.
How is this not holding on the edge? I see why. After looking at it, you've got to give a little bit better effort on that one, and that's Peyton Turner, who is on the edge. He's got to set it. He has got to set that edge a lot better, and he felt like that he was held, but looked like the tackle let him go in enough time.
They just showed the Bink interception on the TV from Monday Night Football because he did it in Kansas City. More on that in a second. Toss to Emmanuel Wilson. Still on his feet. He breaks a couple of tackles. Knocked down by Tyrann Mathieu because they showed Taylor Swift, who was at that game, and she was pointing to Bink because his brother is one of her backup dancers.
Yeah, and so he's played well tonight. He's had a couple rundown plays as far as where he's chasing the quarterback, and I know he is hot. He just slammed that helmet over there on the sideline because he had the interception. I mean, he tipped it up, and he is hot.
He would have been, tied for second on the team. Mathieu has 3. That would have been his second. Second and 3 with 41 seconds to play in the third quarter, 24-0. Handoff again, Wilson trying to get outside. Willie Gay gets to him, but they're going to get enough for the first down. He didn't need much, just needed 3, got the first down. And that should be the end of the quarter, depending. Yeah, it should be the end of the quarter. The game clock is 19, and the play clock is 26 as he picked up 4.
Yeah, and Demario Davis inside and Willie Gay on the outside. And I think the Saints brought pressure on the front side, and that's why that ball ended up bouncing the way it did.
On that Saints last drive, you want to hear about this? A microcosm of this game. On their last drive, it was their most plays, most yards, most time of possession. No points. 9:48, 4:52. 15 minutes to play in the football game. 24-0 Packers. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Timeout. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromine with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you. For more information, visit ochsner.org/sportsmedicine.
The Gulf Coast has long been a key hub for Shell and the U.S. energy supply. With over 100 years of history in Louisiana, Shell remains committed to transforming our business. Our promise? To deliver lower carbon fuels and products. Shell is leading the energy evolution into the next 100 years. The creative thinking of thousands of Louisiana employees will power progress in our state and our future. Shell is the rhythm of Louisiana.
Let's get ready for some football. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Saints game. And even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
The news, talk, and sports leader for generations, WWL. It's the fourth quarter. Miller Lite, official beer of the Saints. It's Miller time.
15 minutes to play here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Packers have the football. They have the lead, 24-0. They have it 1st and 10. Moving now right to left at Lambeau. Under center is Love. Fakes the jet sweep, tosses to Emmanuel Wilson. Outside, gets outside the numbers and inside Saints territory. Brian Brzee and Demario Davis were there.
Yeah, and I don't think we've seen Josh Jacobs since he came out with that kind of arm or shoulder injury.
I was kind of surprised. I don't think he ran it much in the second quarter. I think he had like 50-some yards early, and I don't think they used him much in the second. And then, you're right, got that injury in the third. 3 yards on that run by Emmanuel Wilson. 2nd and 7, Chris Brooks now in. Out of the shotgun, Love takes it. Saints bring 4. Love still has it. Now batted into the air. Incomplete pass as John Ridgway bats it down and really into an area where the Saints could have picked it off.
Well, one guy I think had a chance is that Passion, and Ridgway is there, and Passion would have had to just see it. No, it was Granderson. Granderson would just had to see it perfectly. He's trying to locate it, but he just couldn't catch it. I mean, but that's how it's been for us. I mean, the ball just has not bounced. We talked about some weird stuff happening. You needed some weird stuff to happen for you, and it just hadn't happened. You know, look at the earlier play by Chase Young. How if he strips the ball, goes for the swipe, he just didn't swipe it. Here he's got a chance. And
3rd and 7, and Saints bring all kinds of pressure, and Ugo Amadi brings down the catch by Chris Brooks, short of the first down. Great job by Chase. Boy,
they were blitzing.
Yeah.
And so nice job there by Ugo of understanding that he's got underneath, and that's exactly, they were trying to set up a screen.
So now it's 4th down and 5. The Packers have been
perfect. You can look at LaFleur. They're running the wave. I mean, they're doing the wave, and he's upset at the fans.
It was an empty backfield, but now Love brings Brooks close to him. He's got 4 receivers bunched to the top of the formation. 3 receivers, one to the bottom.
That's what he wanted. He wanted the crowd to not be loud. He wanted to try to draw the Saints off sides, and so I don't think he wanted to run a play anyway. He wanted to line up to be able to say, "Hey, we drew him off sides." But you can see LaFleur on the sideline looking like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all are over there doing the wave," which they have been doing for the last 30 seconds or so, and
they're still doing it.
Yeah.
You're still doing it.
We want to be entertained, so they said we're going to give ourselves entertainment.
Just trying to stay warm.
That too.
So Daniel Whelan to our right. This will be his second punt. It was a boomer of one earlier. The Saints come after him, and they do hit him, and there's a flag. Howden hit him. Fair catch by Pettis.
I think that's a hold. I don't think it's hitting the punter.
They just do it so much. As soon as he hit him, he went the flag right there.
That's the different official, though.
Yeah,
that's a different official. It would be the back guy for the running into the kicker or the penalty. I think that's a hold.
Personal foul, tripping, kicking team number 90. It's a 15-yard penalty. New Orleans has chosen to replay 4th down.
That flag was so quick, you could say, I don't know if that was running to the kicker, and I definitely, obviously not seeing tripping.
Lucas Van Ness
in there.
Second-year man out of Iowa. He was the first-round pick. There's a host of players on this team that they got.
He did that because there was late pressure by the Saints, and so he threw the leg out not to get a block. He's the late ad guy. That's one way to slow him down. Saints are trying to say, hey, why is not the play clock running? I mean, they get the chance to sub. The Saints want them to have to cover again. But as you talked about earlier, Mike, the kicker, he can boom it.
Wheeling to our right, now inside of his 20, gets it away. This time Pettis is going to watch it bounce in front. Not a good kick by Whelan as it bounces out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That's where the Saints will have it. 13:07 to play in the football game. 24-0. Packers lead it. 33-yard punt. Back out to this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans, a toast. This one's for the Tostitos chip fan. Every game day squad has one. The teammate that's always there to lend some Tostitos chips and dip and never lets the bowls run dry. Not one for attention. Chip fans let their crunches speak for them. You, chip fan, are the crunch to our chip and the flavor in our dip to your legacy. We raise our Tostitos. This season, team up with Tostitos, the official chip and dip of the Saints.
Cummins is known for their commitment to quality, performance, and products that are built to last. They make it their business to understand their customers' priorities and partner in their success. Cummins has the technical expertise and experience to deliver fast, high-quality repairs using genuine parts. And by calling 1-800-CUMMINS, you have access to one of the largest and most capable sales, service, and support organizations in the industry 24/7. For more information on Cummins products, service, or support, call 1-800-CUMMINS.
Drew Brees here. Starting a new business isn't simple, but B1 Bank can help make it uncomplicated. I know I can count on B1 Bank to understand my vision for my business and provide banking solutions personalized to my needs. If you're looking to start or grow your own business, B1 Bank can help establish a seamless plan for future growth. Build a relationship with an accessible bank that truly understands your business needs. Learn more at b1bank.com/business.
The holidays come.
Hi, Auntie. Hi. Oh, my favorite.
And the holidays go.
Hey, Mercedes. How can I help you? Take us home.
But the memories will last forever. Celebrate the journeys that bring us closer together this season. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is back with exceptional offers on models like the 2025 GLC with the latest MBUX technology. Hurry in now through January 2nd.
New Orleans loves Scoot, weekday afternoons 1 to 4 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints radio this Sunday at 12 o'clock when the Saints take on the Raiders in the Caesars Superdome. Turn it to Saints Radio Network.
So the Saints defensively, after such a strong start by the Packers on third down, have stopped them on 5 straight third downs and have the football with 13:07, but trail 24-0. Moving left to right here in the fourth quarter, all white. Gold helmets, pass, far side, complete. Pettis will make the first down as he backs his way to the 45 in front of the Saints bench. Couple of big plays by Pettis here in this second half. Carrington Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon. Saints go quick as Pettis picked up 11. Out of the shotgun, Rattler. That one batted down at the line, incomplete. Almost into the hands of Trevor Penning.
We talked about it earlier, some of those young receivers getting some opportunities, and for the most part, you made a few plays for your quarterback, but guys just too inconsistent. And those safeties, you see them right now, they're at least 15 yards back. They're not going to allow anything over the top. Saints haven't really had any explosive plays. You had the one play down the seam to Morrow. 2nd and 10, Rattler throws it into the flat to Mims on the near side. Mims upended by Keyshawn Nixon at the 47-yard line between the numbers and the Packer bench. You're right, so Foster Morrow's got a 21-yarder. Pettis has a 20-yarder and an 11-yarder. Kevin Austin a 17 and Juwan Johnson a 17. That's basically your entire passing yardage. You got anything over 25?
No, we do not.
Anything over 20?
Yes, one for 21.
So one explosive.
Yes. Empty backfield, 3rd down and 8 for Rattler. This from the Saint 47. Stands, now he's in trouble, throws it. He got hit, or the ball got hit. It's incomplete. Trying to hit Pettis. I think maybe both, right? He got hit. The question is, did the ball get hit?
Yeah, right there. He just short-armed it, but he's got to be able to climb that pocket a little bit better. And the clock, the offensive line is giving him some time, but that ball had to get hit, or he short-armed it.
Lucas Van Ness, he's coming at him.
Yeah, he short-armed it.
Carl Brooks was also in his face, and so here's that play Deuce was talking about. Right now, Hayball is lined up in between the numbers and the hash marks on the near side. 4th down and 8. Snap comes to Hayball. Boots it to the near side. Reed makes the catch. Fair catch at the 16-yard line, and there is 11:50 to play. Packers remain on top, 24-0. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Life in Louisiana is a symphony of sound, colors, and movement. Here, we keep our own beat. Sometimes we move slow, sometimes pretty fast. Life is a celebration of moments, big and small, and Blue Cross is here for it all.
Life is always in motion, and sometimes it's unpredictable. That's why it's good to know you can rely on the strength of the cross and protection of the shield. Your card opens the door to a large network of top doctors to care for you.
Life here is simple. It's about front porches and muddy shoes, mosquitoes and barbecues, and everything else in between.
So live life knowing Blue Cross has you covered for the highs and the lows that come your way. Always there. The right card, the right care.
Every moment, every touchdown, every yard is a reason to celebrate. If anyone knows that, Ciroc does. From the tailgate to the touchdown, Ciroc Ultra Premium Vodka makes game day a smooth one. And with flavors that never fumble, man, game day is an instant win. This is Ciroc, made from fine French grapes, made for football. Get Ciroc and Ciroc Vodka Spritz during the next Saints game.
Drink responsibly. Ciroc Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume, imported from France by Diageo, New York, New York.
Unbeatable mileage from Chevron with Techron unlocks all kinds of unbeatable trips, like to family dinner the next town over, or to a family wedding the next town over, or even to a family reunion over the river and through the woods at Grandma's house. Any drive is worth it to see Grandma, especially when you can stop along the way for unbeatable cleaning power from Chevron with Techron. Your engine will be thanking you for making the trip. Download the Chevron app now and find unbeatable mileage near you.
Follow LSU. Follow us on Twitter, WWL Radio.
Welcome back, Lambeau Field. 11:50 to play here in the football game. Saints on defense again. Next time they get it, we're going to start talking about trying to avoid a shutout in this game. Not a whole lot of things working right. But defensively, as I said last time, they have stopped them on third down, the Packers. Packers begin the drive at the 16, moving right to left and on top 24-0. Love remains at quarterback and under center. We have not seen Josh Jacobs. Emmanuel Wilson runs right towards Chase Young, who forced him back inside. And then Demario Davis made the tackle.
Mike, and just like you just said, I'm surprised that you still have Love out there on the field, with 3 scores, even if the Saints, 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions to tie it up. For what they have,
especially when you saw what happened with Detroit the other day. You can lose starters
that's
in
what
a
I'm
heartbeat.
saying. What you have on the table, I'm surprised that he's in on this drive.
Second down and 12 after the loss of 2. Tackle for a loss. Love in the shotgun. Saints bring 5. Dumps it off incomplete. Hit his offensive lineman. I think he was trying to hit Kraft, but I think he hit his offensive lineman in the back.
Well, if he did, it's an illegal touching. Let's take a look at it here.
Rasheed Walker.
And he did. He hit him in the bottom.
The buttocks?
Yeah, it should have been illegal touching.
Illegal buttocks touching?
But
really?
Yeah.
He didn't want to touch it. The quarterback threw it at his tail.
It's illegal touching.
That changes the whole game.
That official's already told you he's ready to get out of here.
Packers 4 for 9 on third down. They have 4 receivers to the right. Out of the shotgun is Love. Takes the snap. Stands in the middle. Time. Throws it deep down the sideline. And that is going to be caught by Jaden Reed. Tyrann Mathieu was right there with him, but Reed went up, brought it down into Saints territory at the 49. 37-yard gain. Boy, that's just great play.
It's tough. Tyrann, he's running, and he tries to dig this football out, but he cannot bring it out. And, part of the problem here is the quarterback just has way too much time. And, you said, hey, look, maybe we can blitz him. Maybe we can get a little pressure. You can't get any pressure. He sees it, missed that play earlier. That time they connect on it.
That shouldn't have been happened because of the buttocks play. That's what we got nailed. Inside handoff, Chris Brooks on the Packer G logo. Gets a few yards down to the Saint 46. Cameron Jordan on the tackle, 3 yards. If I say buttocks 4 more times, I'm going to get a sponsor. I'm starting to sound like Tom Hanks. What's the movie? Good gosh, lost my mind. Forrest Gump. 9:43 to play. Packers at the Saint 46. Second and 7. Saints bring pressure. Love looks to throw, does throw to the outside, complete. Dontavian Wicks. Will Harris pushes him out of bounds.
And holds him up instead of throwing him down, because that was definitely going to be a penalty. And the Saints brought pressure that time. Packers they sorted it. Looking at that Rouse's Market Jumbotron, they just do a great job of sorting this. And Love can get back and he bounces around, and it's 1-on-1 with my safety and a receiver, and just in rhythm. And like we talked about last week, 8 sacks, and so far Love has been pretty much clean. You've hit him a couple times, but not able to bring him down, and probably the most frustrating part about it.
1st and 10 at the Saint 34. Little toss handoff to the outside, and Chris Brooks, who gets waylaid.
I thought it was a ball coming out.
Bink and Davis.
Yeah, Cam sent him back inside, and all of that traffic. Yeah, I thought that was a ball coming out, but it was not.
So Saints make a substitution, bring in Will Harris.
Willie Gay.
Willie Gay.
Yeah.
That's 6 into 5. Look very close sometimes. 2nd and 7, 8-11. Ball at the Saint 32. Handoff to the outside goes Chris Brooks. Pete Werner wrestles him down, but he'll stay inbounds. And short of the first down, clock will continue. We'll call it the 28. Picked up 3.
Wholesale changes, both sides of the ball. Wholesale changes.
Yep.
Saints go back to nickel defense.
Packers have had 8 different people rushing the football tonight.
And Saints are actually in dime defense.
3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top being Romeo Dobbs. Love takes the snap. Here comes pressure. Love throws it. Incomplete. Went through the hands of Wicks and almost went to Tucker Kraft, who just happened to be in the right position, but wasn't able to make the connection. That would have been apropos.
That would have been bad. We've seen the ball skip a couple times.
What was the game where the opponent tipped it up on the 2-point conversion? Ball went in the air like 10 feet, and then he caught it. Is that the Chargers?
Well,
no. Happened to the Saints.
You're talking about against us, and he caught it. But even then, remember the one that we tried to catch a 2-point conversion as well.
Man, 46-yard attempt for Brandon McManus. His kick is away, and the kick is good. We will take a break. 7:13 to play here in the football game that has been all Packers, 27-0 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Looking for a touch of timeless elegance? Discover the unique allure of diamond jewelry from Oak & Hart Jewelers. Choose from a vast selection of diamond pieces in classic and modern designs, created by our award-winning master craftsmen. Or explore the newest collections from your favorite designers. Every diamond ring, pendant, bracelet, and pair of earrings is a work of art you'll get at a nice price in a warm, inviting atmosphere. There's a great work of art in every box from Oak & Hart on Metairie Road.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Live Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit CraigsElectrical.com.
All right, folks, the Saints make the catch, and boom, they're at the 10, the 5, the crowd's on their feet, touchdown. And you know what that means. McDonald's is bringing Saints Nation a delicious deal. Tomorrow, only in the McD app, get free large fries with any purchase. Let's get a playback. The day after the Saints score a touchdown, you can score too, only in the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 9/8/24 to 12/31/24 at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 per day. Must opt in to rewards.
If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-633-4207. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal.
Like what you heard on WWL? Check out the podcasts at WWL.com.
Welcome back, Lambeau Field. Tonight's game is brought to you by Train Hot Streak. Brought to you by TrainSouth.com. It is hard to stop a Train air conditioner. Wouldn't need one tonight, although it really hasn't. Jeff's going to tell you, completely different up here in the cushy press box. He's down there battling the elements. And
a lot easier for us to say, right?
It is. And so I don't want to say it because it's just damp. It's a cold dampness out there, and it's not like it's 38, 39 degrees. It's 31, probably working its way into the 20s as the Packers on their 5th scoring drive, 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals, kick it off. Dante Pettis takes it at the goal line. Take that back. Jamal Williams spins his way across the 30 in the middle of the field, and that's where the Saints will have it at the 30-yard line with 7:07 to play and trying to avoid goose eggs for Christmas.
Yeah, really for the Saints offense, you've had some opportunities, but it hadn't been clean for you. Driving frustration more than anything.
Trying to avoid being shut out on Monday night. 27-0. Saints have it at their 30. Fourth quarter moving left to right. Orbit motion for Jordan Mims. Pass high, incomplete, over the head of Dante Pettis. That was a bullet.
Well, he stumbled as well.
Dante did?
Yeah, Dante stumbled as he's making that in-breaking cut, and I don't know if it was just limping off the field a little bit. I don't know if his foot just got caught in the ground. But, yeah, it ended up being a bullet. But it definitely stumbled. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oakland Heart Jewelers. There's a great work of art in every box of Oakland Heart.
2nd and 10 from the 30. Cedric Wilson came in as Pettis went out. Wilson, bad snap, but Jordan Mims gets it left side, has a hole. There comes a late flag from behind. Eric Wilson on the tackle, but I believe that one's coming back.
Yep.
Holding. Offense number 62. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Said, hey, look, I can let a lot go, but I can't let that go. There's too many yards.
So it's a holding on Lucas Patrick, the 21st holding on this team, and it drops him back to the 20, and now we're in this position where I feel like we're comfortable. 2nd and 20. God.
Like I said, you have one, even though you didn't get any yards on first down, you have decent opportunity and hit reverse.
Need to get to the 40. Middle of the field. Rattler out of the shotgun. Packers bring 4, throws it across the middle. Caught by Cedric Wilson Jr. up across the 30 to about the 33. So much more manageable as he'll need 7. Eric Wilson, 13 yards on the reception.
And you remember the drive right before the half? That's what I'm looking for on that drive. Something there.
Right. Middle of the field. Call the timeout. Yeah. Fall down. Call the timeout.
It's going to be hard to hit anything on that sideline, particularly intermediate, but in the middle of the field had a chance.
3rd down and 7, under 6 minutes to play when Rattler gets it in his hands. Takes the snap, has some pressure, steps to his right, gets it away, but incomplete. That Mason tipped it coming across, but it was really the pressure put on by Kingsley Enigbare.
Well, and the Saints run into each other as well on this route. They kind of pick each other off. And so the pressure, you get the pressure off of the edge, and the Saints are going to go for it here. But the Saints end up hitting each other as they're trying to work this little motion. And quarterback, he can't stay in the pocket because there's so much pressure off of the edges.
So 4th down and 7. Saints got to get to the 40. Jordan Mims is to Rattler's right. Rattler back to throw, looking, throwing deep down the sideline, far side, incomplete, nearly picked off. Had Pettis running down there, but there were 1, 2, 3, 4 Packers. And there's a flag as well.
Yeah, late penalty flag, and I don't know if this is on Lucas or again, or if it's against the Packers. But it's after the play. Lucas and that defensive line, they've been going at it.
Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah, and the Saints offensive line is still out on the field. Now Fuaga is deciding to say, all right, I may walk off, but Saints offensive line feel like it's against the Packers.
Lots of talk there for
is it
Alex Kemp.
Is it double fouls? Only one flag.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by Green Bay, number 96. The ball turns over on downs. Will penalize 15 yards. Green Bay keeps the ball. First down. Timeout.
We'll take a break. 5:44 to play in the football game. 27-0. Packers lead it. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
LCMC Health. LCMC
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit JohnFayardWarehouse.com.
Morning Drive with a Smile. Tommy Tucker, weekdays 6 to 10 on WWL.
Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this fantasy update brought to you by Blue Plate, the official mayonnaise of the Saints. That's good stuff.
Hey guys, if you needed a big performance this week in fantasy, turn to a running back. 13 different running backs went over 20 fantasy points this week. The 13th, that'd be Josh Jacobs. He just cracked 20 points. Yeah, obviously we haven't seen him in the second half, but big first half got him there.
13 carries, 69 yards, a touchdown, the long of 20. He is out, as is the Love. Jordan Love out of the game. Then it should be Malik Willis in. The Packers have the football at the Saint 48. Jordan Love lost his first two games. He lost week 1 and week 4. He got hurt after week 1, and Malik Willis, former Liberty quarterback, came in and won weeks 2 and 3 to get them to a 2-2 start. He hands that off to Emmanuel Wilson, who takes it inside the 40-yard line. Lucas Patrick, a former Packer, he's been battling all night with the defensive line.
And right there you see a gang of Saints players trying to come in and make the tackle, but nobody really getting low. And you see guys punching at the ball, but not able to get him down until, 8 yards later.
We've seen a lot of those first down 8-yard runs, and so second down and 2, 5 minutes to play in the football game. Hand off this time. Malik keeps it, and he's in trouble. The Saints are there, and they're just going to keep forcing him. He actually finagles his way back to the 40-yard line. Well, that should have been about a loss of 3 or 4.
Well, one of the reasons it's a gain for him is because there was a block in the back that they didn't call right in front of the official. Maybe 2 blocks in the back. It was 2 of them, and no official right there on top of it. He didn't call it.
So the ball he got back to the 40-yard line. So third down and 2. So we got back to the line of scrimmage after the initial 8-yard run. He's in the shotgun and does not hand to Wilson and throws it to Wicks, incomplete. Dontavian Wicks was crossing the middle, wide open, would have been a touchdown. And
I think this ball got tipped. By the Saints. Yeah, it did. It got tipped.
Colin Saunders. Who else?
Right.
Banks like, I'm going to get me a pick before the night's over.
Some way, somehow, I'm going to get my hands on this football. You guys are going to give me this football.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
You are going to give me this football.
He saved 6 right there.
Oh, it definitely did.
Because Dontavian Wicks.
And it looks like they're just going to call timeout. But I don't know why. I mean, you could have called it earlier because the play clock is running, but the game clock isn't running.
So 4:13, we just watched the play clock go down. The game clock was sitting on 4:13.
Yeah, the game clock is not running. So what are we doing, guys?
We're going to make everybody sit there for 13 more seconds and be cold.
Yeah, what are we doing? I got you here.
Man.
Trying to give some of you pneumonia.
4th and 2, 4:13.
Is that a group of guys with their shirts off down there behind the Saints bench?
Let me see.
About the 45. Those are your pneumonia individuals. About 4 rows, 5 rows up.
I got him. Yeah. I think that's my family. 4th and 2. Ball at the 40. Snap. to Malik Willis. Has time. Now throws down to the sideline. Complete by Jaden Reed. Knocked out of bounds by Ugo Amadi on the far side. Inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line. 34-yard gain. You were talking about explosives earlier for the Saints. Malik Willis just got one with Jaden Reed.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no redirect, there's no safety help over the top, and I mean, they've run this over route. It's been actually to the other side of the field, where they've had success, and it's really not anything Ugo can do. When he has that much time, I don't feel any pressure, whether it's in the middle of the field, whether it's on the edges. I don't have to step up. I just have to deliver the football. And that's what, regardless of who the quarterback is, that's what they were able to do.
Yeah, a lot of time for Malik as he hands the ball off to Emmanuel Wilson. Wilson is stopped, but he kept just moving his legs and spinning his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from they pulled him back to the 2. He picked up 4.
Yeah, and he's just churning. He is just churning.
Wilson has a rushing and a receiving touchdown. Josh Jacobs has 13 touchdowns as he added 1 tonight. Under center is Willis. Handoff Wilson. He gets stopped shy of the goal line. That'll be Cam Jordan. 3:16 to play here in the football game.
Doesn't try to reach it out. And so if you're the Packers, you're probably happy with that just because, hey, I can run a little bit more clock, turn around and give it to my big guy. If he doesn't get it, I'm probably going to go for it on 4th down anyway.
Wilson is the deep back. Under center is Malik Willis. Saints stack the line right up the gut. And no signal yet. And now there's the signal for the touchdown as they waited to get close to him to see where he finished up. And now the Lambeau leap by Emmanuel Wilson. It's a much easier leap at Caesars Superdome into the field level suites. I'm just saying. Oh, deuce.
And it's snowball. I mean, you knew you had to almost play perfect.
I mean, you needed a break somewhere. Like you needed a turnover. You needed something, and
you just never got it.
Right.
And then it just snowballed from you.
You got extra point is good by McManus. You got Bink making an interception and his own teammate knocks it out. I mean, just things like that happen to 5 and 9 teams. They just do.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio this Sunday at 12 o'clock when the Saints take on the Raiders in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
So it's 34-0. The Saints were shut out back in 2022 in San Francisco, and I do not believe they've ever been shut out on Monday night. I believe we saw that tweet from Catherine Terrell. Hopefully the Saints can put some points on the board. So the drive, 7 plays, 48-303. So on the night, Packers scoring drives, they've had 7 of them. 10 plays, 17 plays. 6 plays, 10 plays. 9 plays, 7 plays.
The one thing I'll say about them, the Packers, is they rarely hurt themselves. They rarely hurt themselves and put themselves in negative situations. Now, they didn't play perfect, but they rarely hurt themselves.
Now, we closed the book on Jordan Love. It's a low kick. Kendre Miller will be bringing this one back, just crossing the 20, and then he gets nailed. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
Deuce, we were talking. They didn't play perfectly. They didn't do a lot of things wrong. You're right. Jordan Love was 16 of 28, 182 yards, touchdown. Just didn't hurt himself. Jordan Mims is in. Handoff up the middle. Got some room to run as he crosses the 30, near the first down, which would be the 32. He's going to be about a half a yard short as Rattler gets him to the line quickly. Clock moving, 2:25. Saints have their full allotment of timeouts, trying to get on the plane with some points on the board. Rattler throws, near side complete to Mims, who gets the first down, and shy of the 34, brought down by Eric Stokes.
Yeah, you get the 2-minute warning here. Snap has been low a few times.
Yeah, well, it's Lemieux, right?
Yep.
Timeout. That's the 2-minute warning. 34-0, the Packers lead it. We're back after this here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Football and Miller Lite, New Orleans' greatest pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Knocking on bar tops for luck. Kicking back on any given Sunday. You never forget the way some things taste. Saints football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close.
Oh my God!
Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at Verizon.com/access.
Hey Saints fans, Rouse's Mortgage has 100% premium USDA Angus Choice Beef boneless whole tender lines, $11.99 a pound. Save up to $10 a pound. USDA prime beef whole boneless beef brisket is $3.97 a pound. Save up to $3.02 a pound. Baby back pork ribs of St. Louis style ribs are $2.49 a pound. Save up to $1.50 a pound. And a 1 pound pack of Louisiana peeled crawfish is $15.99. Shop Rouse's Mortgage, the official supermarket of the Saints.
Football is back, and no one does it better than the Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This season, you can watch the games with nothing on the line. Boring. Or you can make a play in the starting lineup. The Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino puts you into the big plays with big bets and big wins, making every game more exciting than ever. It's time for the sports glory you deserve without breaking a sweat. The Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. Play the game.
Must be 21. Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
Tonight's game brought to you by the law offices of Lambert, Zaney, Smith, and Soso.
2 minutes to play in the football game. The Saints trying to avoid a shutout. Dr. Rick Weiner, statistician du jour, says that's never happened in the series between these two.
Well, the Saints put a thumping on them. What was that, over in Jacksonville? 44-3?
38-3,
38-3 or whatever it was. But
that was my first game, our first game together.
And they decided to return the favor.
Jordan Mims is in, 2 minutes to play. Saints have the football at their own 34. Pass incomplete over the head of Mims. Late hit to Rattler, no flag.
And that was actually a screen that they were setting up. Being the Saints setting up a screen, and just got to take some of it off so the back can handle it. Seen a couple passes like that, kind of hot.
Renton Cox was the one putting the pressure on. 2nd and 10. Saints moving left to right here, trying to get some points. Rattler to throw, does throw, complete, near side. Jawan Johnson lands on the back of the Packer. That should be a first down to the 45. It is, as he picked up 10. Eric Stokes and Tyron Hopper. Saints go quick. Rattler goes quick. Incomplete. A little behind Kevin Austin, and a little slant on the near side between the hash marks and the numbers, but behind him a little bit.
And I would really have to look at that, and I don't know if it's just the location of the ball. He's trying to protect him, or, Kevin is trying to get in there too soon. Normally in that situation, I want that ball, if it's behind, it's because I'm trying to slow him down, and it's a big hit coming. And if that's the case, then I want to throw it low so I can protect him and get him down.
2nd and 10, Jordan Mims to the left of Rattler. Trip receivers to the top of the formation for the Saints. And pressure coming. Rattler throws. Incomplete. Jordan Mims right through his hands, and he could have turned and picked up the first down. Rattler did his job there.
Now that one was not hot, Mike.
No,
Just looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, that's one he just goes through his hands, completely through his hands.
He's had a couple like that tonight.
Yeah, well, a couple of them I thought were a little hot. That one, not so much. I mean, he took everything off of that ball. Just didn't catch it.
So now it's 3rd and 10. Mims stays in to the right of Rattler. Mason Tipton, the undrafted free agent from Yale, to the bottom. Packers bring 4. Rattler throws it to Mims, makes the catch, 45. Gets up near midfield before he's brought down by Stokes.
We got a player that's hurt.
And that is Lucas Patrick. Lucas Patrick is in a ton of pain.
Yeah, that's that knee.
By rule over 2 minutes, it's a charge timeout.
Yeah, looking at that left knee, he is in a ton of pain.
Oh man, he is slamming his hand down.
Took that helmet off immediately as well.
And he's tough. Let me tell you, I don't know him personally, but watching him in camp and what he's been through, he is a tough cat.
You see some of the coaches from the Packers come out there as well. You talked about him being a
former Packer.
Yeah, and so he's went at after some of those defensive linemen. So about three of the former Packer coaches out there on the field. He probably got some choice words for them. I don't care how hurt I am.
Get your behind back over on your side. Now he's set up. Played with Green Bay back in 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and then stayed in the division. He's now up, being helped off. Got hurt in Chicago, really trying to resurrect his career, and he's just a tough guy.
One thing I can tell you, even if I can't truly walk, you're not going to bring that cart out here for me. I am going to walk. Should have been hands to the face. That's what he's mad about as well, but he got rolled. Got clipped right there. Should have been hands to the face, but even if I need the cart, Mike, unless it's coming out the bag or my body is coming out, my leg or something is coming out, let me walk off this field.
My leg's coming out.
Yeah, little bone, coming out, something.
4th and 6. Saints trying to stay alive here to get some points on the board. They got to get to the Packer 45. Rattler empty backfield, in trouble, steps up, now throws in and out of the hands of Kevin Austin, who Rattler made a good throw. Maybe he threw too much on. I don't know. That was a good throw.
I don't know if that's too much on it.
I mean, you got to throw the ball.
You got to throw it.
Yeah.
You got to throw it. And that's one where he dances around a little bit, buys some time, and it just hits him in the hands.
Not too dissimilar to when he kind of leapt and made that throw. Didn't have to leap that time, and it would have been a first down for Kevin Austin.
Yeah, it hit him in the hands, and the Saints.
Instead, it's the dreaded V formation for the opponent. Man, you needed a lot of things to go well to be in this game. Packers needed to win this game to clinch. It wasn't like they were just out here, needing other things to happen. They could do it themselves.
Yeah, I thought the Saints were short a guy. Even if it's just victory. It's too many times it's not what you want. Too many times you've had 10 out there on the field.
So the Saints will drop to 5 and 10. Shutout on Monday Night Football. Shutout for the first time in this series. The Packers with the victory, and Matt LaFleur will make the playoffs. Saints will have the Las Vegas Raiders and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We can't do much next week, but try to get better and then try to be a spoiler of some kind.
Well, you can play cleaner. I mean,
that's what I mean, try to get better.
Yeah, you can try play. You can.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the biggest thing from this game. Look, this was a tough opponent for you. You didn't want to do what you did tonight, as far as finish how you did, but you can come out and prove that you're a better team than this. I mean, the total yards for the Saints, I don't know what that total, 196. So you're not able to break 200, which I think looking at Green Bay, they had 404 total. You weren't able to break 200 offensively, but I mean, not having some of those outside weapons, you knew it would be tough, but you're a better football team than you showed tonight.
Yep, Green Bay with 188 yards rushing, but they split it up pretty much. Jacobs had 69 yards before going out. Wilson 52, Watson 23, Brooks 23, and Melton 14. A lot of the jet sweeps, but it is what it is. The Saints had a ton of people injured and come into this building and play a team that's playing good football, as Jordan Love and the Packers were. That's now 5 straight games, no picks for him, and added a touchdown tonight, so 8 touchdowns and no picks in his last 5.
Yeah, I mean, for the Saints, you've got to figure out, hey, I know I played some different guys. You're evaluating, you're trying to win a football game, but at the same time, you're in an evaluation mode. But, I've got to be cleaner with how I run some of the things that I'm running. I've got to be able to execute, and you didn't get any of that.
They did not. Take a 60-second break, come back talking a little bit more, and put the bow on this one. 34-0, Packers defeat the Saints here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence, a poem that doesn't rhyme. Life here is a dance, a two-step, and a tango. It's sunshine and rainstorms, first kisses and last calls. It's those moments, big and small, and Blue Cross is here for it all.
Life is always in motion, and sometimes it's unpredictable. That's why it's good to know you can rely on the strength of the cross and protection of the shield. Your card opens the door to a large network of top doctors to care for you.
Life is messy. It's touchdowns and near misses, carnival rides, and losing your place in line. Life is happening now.
So live life knowing Blue Cross has you covered for the highs and lows and everything else in between. Always there. The right card, the right care.
He's the founding father of the Houdat Nation, Bobby Hebert, weekdays at 4 on WWL.
Empty backfield for Rattler on their own 39. Packers bring 3, throws it across the middle. Brought down as Foster Moreau goes high to get it and brings it down into Packer territory. And that, 21 for Foster, who Rattler talked about this week, said he's just Mr. Clutch.
That's energy, power play, energy. We power life.
And I think that says it all, right? Foster Moreau, 21-yarder. Went up high to get it. There were a couple of big, 21, 20, 17, 17, just not enough. Just not enough. And even early, that first drive got to the 40, and it just felt, didn't run it, threw it on third down, went for it on fourth. And so the Saints, 3 of their 12 pass plays on first down. Just 3 of their 12 went for positive yardage. It was a tough night all around. My thanks to everyone who made this broadcast possible. Charlie Long and Chris Coleman back at the station. Nate Larissa, who will be traveling tonight, who traveled up from Cincinnati to be the spotter. Dr. Rick Weiner also traveling as well. Jeff Nowak battling the elements like the best of them down on the sideline. Robert Carroll, engineer du jour, and the best in the business, Deuce McAllister. Everyone have happy holidays, safe travels. And the final score tonight, 34-0, is brought to you by Hoteling Law, together defending New Orleans on and off the field. The Locker Room Show is coming up next. And again, happy holidays, everyone, and be safe.
Saints fans, time for the 5th quarter. Stick around for the Locker Room Show on your New Orleans Saints radio network.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
Tommy Tucker, great talker, good listener. Weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WWL. Now, a closer look inside Saints football with game highlights, interim head coach Darren Rizzi, player interviews, and Deuce's Take. Here's Steve Geller on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Welcome on into the Locker Room Show here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. A brutal one for the black and gold, falling 34-0 at Green Bay. We're going to check back in now with Deuce McAllister, get the final update on injuries in this matchup. What you got, Deuce?
Here's the